Okay. So first part is just some background and cultural context. So, can you tell me about your background and what your journey to growing up in the U.S. has been like?
Okay. My background is I come from Mexico. I come from Santiago Marabatia, which is like an area in Guanajuato, and it's a very small like villages. At least it used to be when I was young. Uh, and when I was a kid, my dad he graduated from agricultural engineering or something like that. But the money's really good in the United States, so he came over here to become a painter of houses instead, because that makes way more money than having a whole engineering degree or whatever.
In farming. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
My uncle,
my
my cousin has a degree in that too. I hear you. Go
yeah,
ahead. Sorry.
it's rough according to him. But he did
It's like,
make decent money,
well,
but it's just not the
yeah,
same. Um,
exactly.
so he left my mom alone for a while, and that was kind of like normal because my uncles also did that apparently, where they would go to the United States, do some work, and then come back. But my dad got a different job instead of like agricultural, coming back and stuff like that. Came with a
Okay.
visa,
Oh, that's
and
all.
then my mom followed him over, right?
Yes.
And I was kind of like in Mexico for a while. Didn't even know what my
Were
parents
both
looked
your
like.
parents here and you were by yourself?
Yeah, I was by myself. My grandparents were taking care of me.
Okay.
So I was like that for a while. Again, one time my mom visited, and I didn't even know that she was my mom. And she
Oh,
was,
wow.
to me, it was just like a random woman coming to like hold me and stuff. And I was like, who the hell, who is this, you know?
That's crazy. I had no idea.
So I was thinking on stuff. So I think that time that she visited me, she knew that, hey, you need to grow up with your children around you, right?
They're not gonna know who you are. That makes
Exactly.
sense. That would be kind of heartbreaking, I think, as a mom.
So that's when they made the decision to bring me over, right? So they
Aw,
snuck me
yeah.
in. I don't know how detailed you wanted this background to be.
What?
I don't know
You can
how.
go as detailed as you want. It's fine. I'm actually giving you a pseudonym,
Yeah.
so your identity she required I protect your identity. So you can tell me whatever you feel like.
So when they decided I should be over and growing up with them, I was around 7 years old. My sister was about six.
Oh, you and Dee are only a year apart. Okay.
Yeah. Um, and we flew up with my grandpa, met up with a coyote. My grandpa left, so we were just kind of left with a stranger for a bit.
Okay.
Um, and they brought us over in a car actually, so we snuck in as the kids of somebody else, effectively.
Oh, because you wouldn't need ID, right? You would just need like a birth certificate or I guess they have passport now, but at that time it would have just been like a birth certificate or like a something like
Something
that.
I have no idea. I had to pretend to be asleep, and so did my sister.
I had to pretend to be asleep, so don't ask me
Yeah.
for the details.
Don't
I was
ask me too
seven.
much. I was definitely there in the car ride. I remember like the weird little yellow blanket that was on top of us, right? And
Really?
I don't know when I was supposed to pretend to stop being asleep, right? So when the
Yeah.
coyote brought us over to my mom's house, I was still pretending to be asleep, and I remember being carried by my mom into like the bedroom, and I was still pretending to be asleep and
Oh,
everything.
because you weren't sure if it was
Oh, because
safe to
also I didn't know
stop
that was my mom or
pretending.
anything, right? Um,
Oh, because you didn't recognize your mom.
I did
Oh my
not.
gosh. How hard was that for you adjusting from like that family, like grandma and grandpa and Dee, to like having to like move to the middle of nowhere and like this is your mom, but you haven't had her around. Was that really like
I think for me the
hard for
transition
you?
was really easy. Um,
That's great.
because again,
Honest.
my grandpa and grandpa kind of was just like, oh, they take care of me. I kind of just do whatever they say. It kind of the same relationship over here.
That
And I
makes
remember my
sense.
mom was like, "I'm your mom. I'm your mom. Remember, I'm your mom." Um,
Aw.
and I think my sister was definitely she had a rough time of it because she was really like social, kind of crazy. She would sneak out and go to parties and whatever, right? But when she came over, it was like she doesn't know anything. We don't know the language. She's stuck inside effectively.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, that's
so she
different.
became a quiet kid
Aw.
for a little while because she was really kind of scared.
Aw. I was like, she doesn't strike me as an introvert, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it went away. It went away
And
with
I'm
time.
sure it did, but it
Yeah.
probably was not easy at first for her.
She
Whereas you're a
can.
little more introverted, so it probably was. I never thought of like the temperament differences on those things either, too.
Mhm.
So that's cool. Okay, sorry. I have a bunch of questions, so I don't want to take all. Like, I was like, I actually had no idea all of this. I knew. I remember you telling me you snuck in with like in a car and you pretended to be asleep a few years ago. But I didn't know the rest of the story. So this is really cool. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Mhm.
And I'll probably get an A on my paper because there's not a lot of dreamers in Nebraska. So she was really
Oh,
stoked that I found you. Or the ones that are there aren't anymore. So
oh, I mean, yeah, that's true. Holy shit.
yeah, I was like,
Good
because
thing
like
about
I
the.
just found out because it's mostly agricultural jobs and
Yeah.
like a bunch of the meatpacking plants are shut down from all the deportations. They're actually their economy is getting hit hard. I'm kind of happy that it is, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel like you can get the consequences of your own actions now. So, um, not that that's fun, but you know.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. So, what role does your Mexican heritage play in your life today?
Obviously, I celebrate all the holidays that I can. Day of
Yeah.
the Dead is one of the ones that I cherish a lot.
Dia de los Muertos, or is it the one that is like most sentimental to you, or like your
It's
most?
definitely the most sentimental to me because, again, as current of a few months ago, um, a lot of my family has died due to
Oh,
either medical reasons, like
I'm
people
sorry.
who are in Texas. Well,
Yeah,
again, medical reasons is kind of like a really bad thing to say, but it's like
I know what you
overweight
mean.
or drinking too much or whatever that kind of stuff. It's
Oh, that
whatever.
sucks.
In Mexico, on the other hand, a lot of the deaths are because of the cartels, right?
Oh, yeah,
So three of my
yeah.
uncles have been killed by the cartels. They've been
Wait, three of your
super.
uncles have been murdered by the cartel?
Yes.
That's crazy, Felix. I had no idea.
Again, my family wasn't like super super well off, but we had land and stuff like that. And what they would go do,
Enough
and
to
they would
take.
pressure you to like, hey, give us your land or give us a portion of your, right?
Like they basically would brute force you, like pay their tax or else kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
That's
Um,
crazy.
but
I'm
three
so
of
sorry
my
to hear
uncles said
that.
no, and told them they got rid of them. Um,
God.
they left us alone. I think I haven't heard anything in a few years, but I
Oh
think
my
they kind of
God.
figured out that we're not gonna negotiate with terrorists.
Clearly, they're like, we killed three of them, and like they're
Yeah.
not conceding. Wow.
Um,
Wow.
then a couple of my other uncles have just died to again medical reasons. There's a high risk with my family for like diabetes like that.
That makes
So one
sense.
of them
So,
has their like leg chopped off and
like amputated. That happened to my grandpa
amputated.
with
Yep.
his diabetes. That's pretty serious. That's really serious diabetes. Wow.
My
Oh my
grandpa
God.
died recently, kind of like a couple years ago. My mom was devastated. We the whole thing, and it was really
And you can't,
heartbreaking.
and she probably couldn't go back to the
She could
funeral, huh?
not. She could not go. That was the one
That's a,
person she got along with in her side of the family because
oh.
again she has like 8 sisters, so many brothers, right?
As I
And
remember you telling me she was like a love child essentially, and that,
yeah, yeah,
yeah. So
and
that makes sense.
she was ostracized by pretty much everyone, which is why she dipped, right?
Yeah, which is why she was so close to her dad. That makes sense.
But Day of the Dead is kind of like a really close celebration for us because
Yeah,
we can get along to remember that.
I think that's beautiful. We do kind of a similar tradition in Judaism. We pick one day a year, like the anniversary. Well, it's not like Day of the Dead, but it's like the anniversary of that person's death, and like that entire day is focused on like
Hmm.
the memory and doing all those things, like an ofrenda type of scenario. So I think that's really cool. Do you usually celebrate with your mom, or like do you do like an ofrenda every year, or like
I celebrated with my mom, so
nice?
I typically visit her. We leave out some conchas, a little Mexican bread.
Yes.
We're not too like super super big on it, but we make sure to call like some foreign people if they had someone die.
Yeah, it'll probably be extra special this year too because of her dad and your grandpa, I'm sure. So
One of the other things I like about it is it's such a big like Mexican holiday that also you see it here, like being celebrated by the
yes.
community here. It's kind of like, oh yeah, it's not. you know.
Feel like it's not like so obscure that people don't know what you're talking about when
Yeah,
you
I don't feel
bring it
like
out.
too out of the community.
I don't
Um,
know. The people in Nebraska might be like, "What's
yeah,
that?"
that's Nebraska. I'm talking about here.
No, that's really cool. I love that. I have noticed it's huge here, and I love seeing like all the sugar skull art and all the really cool like artistic stuff around here that comes out of it.
Mhm.
Ugh, not that I can appropriate that, but I mean,
I mean,
even if
you
I
can
could,
have
I
my
can't
permission,
try.
whatever you want to whatever you want
I
to
can
do.
appropriate. No, I'm just saying, even if I tried to, it would not look good. So,
Uh,
but I think that's awesome. I appreciate that. I appreciate you looking at it. Sorry. Okay. All right. One more on background and cultural. How would you describe your family's values or cultural influences? I mean, we kind of been talking about that already, but if you have more to add to that, you're welcome to.
Wait, can you repeat that?
How would you describe your family's values or cultural influences?
Um, so again, my mom, me, we kind of come from like a farmer background. My dad's a bit more of an engineer, but he went to Texas at some point when I was. So most of
That's
my
where you got
values are all like,
programming genes, the
yeah.
engineering brain from him.
Uh,
You banker.
no, I don't. I think it's more my mom. My dad,
I
I got
love.
a lot of like patience to deal with probably like programming issues.
All
Uh,
right. All
but
right.
in terms of like, hey, we need to solve this immediately, kind of like
The
thing.
intel. You're like that's all my mom.
Yeah,
You got a good balance then.
yeah. Um, but yeah, Mexican culture is a lot about like hard work and dedication. Obviously, I feel like even among my peers, I got that like two, uh, back to back
Got like
from
the two.
my yeah from my Mexican heritage and from my mom. Um,
Yes.
so I think that's helped me kind
Succeed.
of succeed and pursue whatever I need to do and actually do it, right?
Like that value of like hard work being like the central focus, or like
The main focus, yeah.
the main focus is that you work hard at like everybody in the family works hard and that's expected of you.
Yeah, and that's not even necessarily like, hey, do this for the American dream or do this for
No, that's
whatever.
just
It's
like
more like
culturally Mexican.
exactly right.
That makes sense to me completely. That's how it, because like I don't like, I know you said you came from kind of a farming background. That's how the farming culture was where I came from.
Yeah.
Like we did 2 hours of chores every day and you didn't complain and you shut the fuck up if it was negative 17. Like, so like
Negative
you just work.
17 is
Yeah, you
crazy,
work.
yeah.
Yeah, like, but I just mean that makes total sense to me. And you are a hard worker. You are like streets ahead of your peers on that. I have noticed.
Hmm.
So it's probably helping you succeed corporately a lot too, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share about your cultural or family values before I move on to the next section?
Um, it's not all positive, obviously, right?
Absolutely.
I do want to
Obviously.
note that, like, hey, we have a lot of passion, we have a lot of energy, we have a lot of dedication to whatever we decide to do.
Yes.
But that does come with a lot of drama, right? And although like my family's pretty big on both sides,
Yes.
there's a lot of drama that definitely backfires a lot of the time. Um,
Drama like fighting, like in family fighting, or
yeah, in
like,
family fighting, I'm sure it's like common in other cultures, but this one's
yeah.
like, oh, you sent my little brother a letter that says, hey, I'm gonna tell you about how my mom raised us, and my mom's like, how dare she do that? That kind of stuff.
Oh, because your little brother's had a much different life than you, I can imagine. He was
Yeah,
born
yeah,
here, so he's got like the citizenship and he's hasn't probably had to go through as much. And I could see like you being like, look how hard it is, and your mom would be like, how dare you tell him that? Like
yeah. So growing up with my sister, we were very close. We get along very well.
that makes
And
sense.
then
And
again,
you guys
since my
have
mom
this.
was a
I mean,
single
D
mother,
and you really, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, D and you really are the only two people that understand probably like what you both grew up and went like through because you both have that like framework.
yeah.
That makes sense.
But
Sorry, what were you
then
saying about your mom being a single mother? Go ahead.
yeah, so my mom raised us as a single mother, so she was working
Yeah.
a lot, including weekends, because my dad decided to go to Texas. Um, yeah,
Poor
you get what
mama.
I'm saying. Like it's a lot of like
So you're like, it's sweet.
passion and
I've worked
stuff
my
like that.
ass off, but it's been a lot of drama
Yeah,
and
and then also like, hey,
instability.
I have
Yeah.
all this culture and background, and then when my brother came in, I was like, okay, how do I help raise this this kid who's completely different than me. It
Yeah,
doesn't have
yeah.
the inherent values of working at home, doing that kind of stuff, right? He does have a lot of passion. That passion helped him total 4 cars, but um, but I think as he's been growing older, he's been realizing, hey, yeah, I want to dedicate some of myself for my family's okay, because he has the opportunity to do that. Decided to go join the Marines. Help my
I say
mom.
maybe that'll give him the hard work and discipline.
Yeah, it did not
But
change him a lot. Let me tell you. He went into the
I'm
Marines
not.
and he's like, I just want to go home, but I'm here now.
He's like, I'm screwed. I signed up for this.
Yeah, basically. But he calls more regularly after the Marines.
Aw, he's growing up finally a little bit.
Growing up a little
But
bit. He got a girlfriend.
you at his age probably were like 1,000 times more grown up, like emotionally and mentally, like because you had to. So that makes sense.
Yeah, emotionally I had to be more grown up, but the good thing is he kind of looks up to me. So he'll call me and ask me
Aw,
questions about
what should I do here? And like
did
that's
I
really.
hit on this one girl from my other base that's 3 hours a week. What is it, like 72 hours slip?
Oh my god!
So,
Like as long as you don't total another car, bro. No, I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
Um, but yeah, it's interesting.
That's really cool. I've never thought of the idea of like how different that would be too. Like going from like hardworking Mexican culture to having like a little sibling, because it would almost feel like they were entitled because you like went like because they got everything just handed to them. Not that he did. I don't mean it like that.
I mean, he did.
But I
He
mean,
did.
in comparison to you, that would probably be how that would feel, right? No?
That is how
Maybe-
it feels a lot of the time. But again, I
yeah.
love him. I was also the one
Oh,
being
I'm the
like,
youngest
I'm gonna
sibling.
get you some ice cream, or hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take you out for a burrito or something like that. And I
Like
think
my
that
sister would be like, "Mom would never do that shit for me." Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. I also spoiled him, so I made him into, or I helped making him into the little monster he was. Um,
He was a cute kid. I remember him young. He was fun. He was a nice kid.
to kick my ex girlfriend in the shit. He was evil. He was a bad one. Um,
Damn.
But again, now that he's growing older, he's like, oh, he's reflecting on that way more. And yeah, he's total 4 cars, but now he's like, oh, I have to like actually lock
Yeah,
in. He knows now that he's in the military working on a very small salary. He's like, oh shoot, money costs a lot of
that
time.
helps. He's like learning the value of it and like,
Yeah,
oh crap, I have to like do all this time to get all this money. And then you get a little more pissed off when you ruin things,
yeah, yeah. He's
when you
really
understand the
good.
value. So that makes sense. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move to the next section, but because I will keep you all night. I'm actually very like intrigued by all of this, so I'm sorry
Mhm.
if I'm holding you up forever. Oh, it says I only have 10 minutes left. I might have to log in and out again. Okay, I apologize.
Mhm.
I don't know. I might have to do Teams. Do you have Teams?
Did you open up the new link on Zoom?
Uh,
Did you
Can
receive?
you wait? Do you have Zoom Pro? Can you send me a link?
I don't have.
Damn it. Okay, I did open it up. I just got a warning that said I only had 10 minutes left
Mhm.
on this one. So okay, I have Teams for free at my school, and I didn't know I didn't have Zoom for free till like today. So, all right, so I do have Teams. I can log in and I can record on there and do all that. But I don't know if you have Teams or if I can do that with you if I need to come back. So it might be easier. We'll see. All right, I'll try for the next question. In what way do you feel your immigration status has shaped your opportunities in life? That's a really hard one.
That is a hard and complicated thing because I'm actually uh, experiencing some of that stuff right now directly.
Perfect. Let's hear about it.
So when I was growing up, again, a lot of like Mexican culture is like, oh yeah, we're expected to go be cooks or something. Hey,
Yeah.
want to go into agriculture? You want to become a in construction, etc. Right? But growing up, I kind of never felt that pressure, even though my mom was in that background.
Yeah.
Because she's like, oh, mijo, when you're growing up, you can be whatever you want.
Aw,
Like, that's
which
why
is
we
like
came over to
not
this
typical
country.
culturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, she pushed me to pursue my dreams a lot, and I kind of really didn't have an idea of what I wanted to do. I just remember like, oh, that seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
Uh, that's when I met on while playing League of Legends a guy named Frog. We call him Frog, and he started teaching me how to program in high school. So that's where I
Wow.
was like, okay, learning C sharp, figuring this out.
Wait,
Never,
that's seriously how you got into programming? That's so
yeah,
cool.
I didn't have a computer until like literally high school, maybe like second year. Bought like a used
Wow.
secondhand computer. I was like, oh shoot, what a computer is.
It's
So yeah,
wild.
so
Wow. You're
he
like one
taught
of
me
the
how to
best
program.
programmers in college and you didn't even try till you were sophomore in high school. That's wild.
The brain is a very plastic thing. Yes, I
It is,
remember
it
it
is.
being like,
But
oh
that's
shoot, that's a
that's
lot of stuff.
really cool.
So at the time, I didn't really know anything about it. And again, you would need a citizenship or green
Yeah,
card or something like that to get a job in tech here inside the United States, right? Because a lot of
absolutely.
Mexicans go
Because
in it because you don't really you just work under the table, right? You can't
exactly,
get a
manual
job.
cash jobs like painting or restaurant work, you can like get paid and go home. Like,
Yeah,
whereas this is
exactly.
very like tax based. You have to be able to like.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't know that growing up. And again, I thought it was just like a
You're like, I'll just work wherever I want. I'm going to do
yeah.
what I
I
want,
didn't
kind
know
of
that it was
thing.
undocumented, so I was just like learning the stuff, and I didn't know that I
Yeah.
couldn't apply it later. But then the Obama administration did the Dreamer stuff, right?
Okay. The
And
DACA. Yeah.
my mom was right on top of it. Like I did not
She's like,
even
let's
need
fill these forms out
I did
immediately.
not even need that Dreamer stuff when I was like 15. I think I got it because obviously I'm
Wow.
15. I can't really even work.
Yeah.
But she was on it day zero. She got me
That's
the
amazing.
paperwork. She paid like 2,500, very limited salary attorney.
Wow. Wow.
So
She
thanks to my
really,
mom, I was able to get that instantly. And again, I even then 15, I didn't know like, oh,
you
okay.
didn't
You know,
realize how important that was, what she was doing for
exactly,
you yet,
exactly.
until you ended up with a crazy president. Sorry.
Yeah.
Between me, you, and the NSA right now, I'm actually really glad your face is on here. Go on. No.
Mm-hmm. So I remember, going through all that struggle and then, having to do my first job, going through college and stuff and figuring out like, okay, yes, I can indeed work, but it's only DACA. And that's like every 2 years. I need every 2 years. I need
Wait, you have to renew DACA every 2 years? I
every
did
two
not.
years. You have to manually renew it, and it's not an automatic extension kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
Um, and it's not. It hasn't been a problem for a long time. Because it
Until.
usually takes 2 weeks to
Right.
renew,
Okay.
but this renewal cycle it didn't.
Oh,
I've
God.
actually
Take this
lost my
time.
job right now this week.
Wait, for real, Felix? You lost your
For
job
real,
because your DACA hasn't gotten upgraded?
exactly. Not upgraded, just
I just meant like renewed.
yes.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That fucking sucks.
Yeah. So I've been stable for 15, 16 years about right now. Never had an issue with any of my job. Never had an issue with renewal status. There was the first time Donald Trump was president where he tried to end DACA. My sister lost her job then for I think. Yeah.
But because
So
you were like engineering based, you probably didn't have an issue getting your DACA approved because you were doing programming. Like,
there is not
or does it matter? It
really a
doesn't matter.
system at that.
Okay.
This time, the reason I'm losing my stuff is because the way that the administration has decided to proceed with DACA, because they know they can't really end it yet.
Yeah, they can't
Because
legally
they
get rid
tried
of it,
to, yeah, they tried to their first time and they didn't get that approval.
but they can
They
lay off the
reinstated
people who approve the
that
everything.
if
Get
they
taken
do it
care of.
slowly enough, yes, something get laid off. And again, it used to be like 2 weeks, month, 2 months. That's
How?
how
When did you
fast it
put your
was.
application in?
I put mine in January 14th.
So it's been almost 4 months, and it
Yes.
used to only take 2 weeks.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah. So what Trump's administration has done is they deliberately have slow walked this, where people are taking really, really, really. They've
In hopes that you lose your job and
in hopes of whatever. I'm not gonna say anything, but they have quote unquote deprioritized it. This is in their 2025 plan that they
oh my
that got
God.
leaked. Um,
Are you and Kylie gonna have to get married? Just kidding. Well, that was a joke interview. Let's not do that. I'll do that later.
well,
I was
funny
like, I
enough,
can't
again,
say that. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry.
it's not a bad joke. Again, it's very pertinent because people have offered to marry me My
And I
best
know you
friend Jenny
haven't.
has offered to marry multiple
Yes.
times. Frog from Canada has offered to marry me.
Your programming friend.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's solid.
But Jay, which is a girl in San Francisco, also offered to marry me.
Wow. You got lots of
So
proposals.
I have gotten a lot of proposals, but I know that it's kind of hard growing up and being like, oh yeah, you want like love and stuff like that. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
part of
you
like
don't want
Mexican
to like,
culture.
a
So
contract marriage. You want
and
like,
then yeah, having to do contract marriage, it just feels a
yeah,
little
icky.
yeah. But now because I didn't do it, I'm suffering
Now
from it.
you're like, shit, I should have gotten married.
Like shit, maybe
No.
I should have done it. But had I done that, I would have obviously gone with Kylie. Which
Yeah, that's fair because you'd have to be like putting on a show.
but
So
all this kind of
that's
seems
fair.
pre-planned if there was a God.
Oh, but like you basically can't work until your DACA gets approved again, then, or you have to do under the
Yeah,
table cash jobs till then, essentially. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But I wouldn't risk doing under the cash
No, because you
things
risk
right now.
deportation on those type of things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nope. That makes
So
total
literally,
sense.
I cannot work. But again, I have a lot of
My God.
savings, so that
I
may
was about to
help out.
say, do you have a good savings? I know you sold your house like when everything hit the fan originally, and I know you're smart, so I assume you probably have a savings just because you strike me as the type to be
Yeah, I have a
prepared.
savings, so it's. But
It's
also, my
good,
sister
but
got
it's not
her DACA
good.
renewal.
Yes,
I know
exactly.
there's some progress going on.
Okay. Well,
I'm
that's
just
good.
waiting on mine to hopefully come in
Does your
this week.
job basically say you can go back as soon as you get approved, or is it other things?
Yes, I
Oh,
am a very good worker.
well, yeah, no, I know you basically went back to your job already. So basically, your hard work is
um,
saving your ass again.
so those jokes about getting or they took our jobs kind of
They
thing
took her germs.
really applied to my current company because they fired a female engineer so I can get her position. She was like, she
I'm putting
wasn't.
this in my paper. No, just
I,
kidding.
you
Go
can put
ahead.
it in your paper because it's true.
You took a job. You took an American job. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
well, she was also really bad. She cost a company like a multi-million-dollar thing
I
because
feel like
sequencing
you
was really
helped
bad.
the company,
Well, yeah,
and
that's why
they
I
needed
helped
to
the
fire
company,
her.
and then we still eat with her every now and then. She got a job around the area making. So it was good on
Oh
both
well, then it
ends.
worked out for
Yeah, it
both of
worked
you.
out. It worked out on both ends, but she should not have been in leading that testing project for sure.
That's
It was unfortunate.
fair. Damn,
Um,
dude.
and then I took so that was a tester position, and then I moved
Bro.
into a development position. Where the guy's like, "Okay, bye. I'm gonna." It's an American citizen. He's the one quitting. He's quitting to go travel Asia for like 3 months or whatever,
Okay.
and he said, "Oh, I might be back." Oop.
That's why I was laughing. I was like, "How dare you not stay friends with me, even though I haven't messaged you in 6 or 7 years on here? Like, that's
How
ridiculous.
dare you?
How dare you? The
And
audacity!"
the first thing is like, "Hey, can you help me move?"
Right, and you're there immediately. You're just like, this bitch is not on here because you right. You were right. I would have done the same. I just thought that was too funny. Oh man. All right,
Hopefully,
are you ready to
person
record? Or are you still getting there?
get me.
You got you good. You good. I was gonna ask you how things are going with Kylie.
Oh, they're going really, really well. Yeah. Well,
Uh,
like I was trying to tell her, like, hey, maybe we should slow down because I have this whole thing with the DACA, right? So my
yeah,
job thing is gonna be up in the air for a while. She's like, how about no?
that sounds like Kylie.
Yeah. So, all right, you know the risks. So.
Yeah, yeah. She was like, look, she's like, she told me that like last time I talked to her, and she's like, I'll be patient for a while, but
That was no
no.
patience.
I was like, well,
Absolutely not.
I was like, I bet she'll last a month tops, is what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
But that's good. I mean, regardless.
I think it's good too. You shouldn't stop happiness from happening just because
I'm
shit's
more
hitting the fan.
worried she's gonna get tired because she has to drive from
No,
to like
that's
America.
fair.
Basically, I shouldn't be driving.
You're exactly right. 1,000% with you there. You're being smart about this at least.
Well, I was actually like going to raids and stuff, and then like don't do that, and I was like, so now I can't go.
Yeah, no kidding. Your poor mother.
Well, she almost got ice called on her. Dead ass.
Oh, by who?
By the people that she's living with. So she's renting like a house with a lot of people in it. Right?
Yeah.
There was enough space for everybody, but somebody very complicated procedure happened where somebody that's on the lease moved in their family, then he died. A bunch of and
Oh, shit.
their dog got my mom's dog pregnant. Yeah, and then like okay, well I guess I'll whatever we can split it after if you help me pay the bill. So
Yeah.
the dogs came out. We're asking for the dogs, but they didn't want to pay for stuff that
Vet
happened.
bill?
Yeah, it was like over $1,000 or whatever.
Yeah, you don't. You either get one dog. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
No, you don't just.
So one of the persons on that group was saying, "Oh, we can just call ICE on her, legal immigrant." Right? But little did she know, one, that's extremely illegal. And call I you can call ICE on people, yes, but if it's for monetary reasons or like stuff where it's like money based, that's a felony. Yeah,
Wait, really? Reporting that is?
yeah. If you
If
try to
it's
call
money
ICE on
based?
somebody, like, well, they did that to protect like people who are working.
Wow, I did not know that. Well, that's good at least, but
Yeah,
still.
but yeah, that was
These
fucked
days, it
up.
might be a felony and still not stop them, so.
No,
Ugh.
my mom's boyfriend ended up calling the cops ahead of time so that there's now a report on them. We're trying to call her and try to
Oh,
take the
good.
stuff
So
from
there's
her.
record of it, so they would get felony charges immediately. Your mom's boyfriend was smart for that.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
they just broke up too, but they break up like get back
Oh, okay. I hear you.
together.
I have a friend like that where I'm just like, I'd never comment one way or
Yeah.
another anymore. I'm like, okay, we'll see how long this one lasts.
Okay, but give me a moment.
Okay, you're good. You're good.
Sleeping.
I
Sleeping
was
in my
reading,
focus.
but I'm like looking down, so I bet I do look like I'm sleeping. I wish I were sleeping. Axel kicked my butt.
Are you and Axel
Our
doing?
name,
Is he adjusting?
what?
Is he adjusting?
Yeah, he is. He just today was Easter, and like we're Jewish, so they don't really do Easter, but our neighbor did 2 egg hunts, so we got invited to a bunch of egg hunts. So he's just had so much fun and been hopped up on candy all day, and I'm just tired.
Mm.
And I was like, man, I forgot how much Christian holidays are more fun than Jewish ones.
I don't know anything about Jewish holidays aside from the candle stuff.
Yeah, there's only like one, maybe one fun one. That's it. Otherwise, they're like
Too much
religious
fun.
and
Too much fun. Only one.
yeah, so much fun.
Well, at
There's one
least
where you
the
get so
marriages
drunk
and
you
stuff
don't
are.
recognize names. What?
At least the marriage ones are.
Our marriages are pretty fucking dope. We all
Carry
wait.
someone around in a chair or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
that's
we
cool.
part. It's cool. It is. Yeah, it's fair. Breaking the glass is pretty dope too. All right. Okay. Sorry.
Were
So
we?
I'm laughing at my next question because where we left off right before, you're gonna laugh because it was like the next question like was basically right where we left off and what my next question was. So, are you able to record yet? If I get started.
Uh, start.
I like put my questions on my phone and I'm like I have this at an angle I'm looking down, so I was like I bet I do look like I'm sleeping.
You're good now.
uh, okay, sounds good. Mom power nap. That's like 3 hours in mom time.
What was your question?
Okay. Are you ready? Oh, you're ready?
Yeah, I started.
Okay, cool. Have there been systems like school, work, or the government that have made things more difficult for you?
Yes, the government.
Could you please explain further?
The Trump administration fucked me.
Yeah.
Just straight up. Well,
I'm gonna quote that directly. I hope you know this.
again, I told you about the slow walking process of the renewals for employment
Yeah.
opportunities, or my EAD, employment uh, something document.
Is that part of DACA?
Yeah, so DACA is two parts, right? DACA
Okay.
is
Could
the
you
deferred
explain it to
action.
me in more in depth? Actually, I would love that.
Um, yeah, so DACA again, it was a
Deferred action for like
deferred action for children who came over a
arrival,
certain age and
childhood arrivals. Yeah.
have a certain like criteria. So like not committing felonies, breaking the law, whatever. Um, can't even commit like small crimes either. Sometimes it depends on the crime and the state. But
Okay.
effectively, it's like okay, you came here as a child, quote unquote,
You better not
and you
drive.
haven't done
You.
anything bad. Yeah, I have a driver's license, so I mine's still fine.
No, no, I get that. I'm just saying what you're saying. I get why your mom says that.
Yeah,
Like, you
if there's
better not
a checkpoint between here
even
and
a minor.
LA, yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad.
Or a taillights out, even. They could pull you
No,
over.
no, they
And,
can. I can. They typically so police doesn't really mess with ICE too much, as you can see.
oh, that's fair. Oh, yeah, they
Um,
did just pass a law I know, or heard in San Diego that said they wouldn't cooperate or help them anymore or something
yeah.
like that.
So the way government agencies is for the most part they've acted like silos. So any information
Yeah,
one agency has, they don't share with another one. So
that makes
DHS has ICE, obviously, but it also has TSA, right? And then local
Yep.
municipalities have like their own police, whatever states. So the police don't really give the information to
Nice.
TSA or ICE unless it's like, oh yeah, this person's a flight risk or something like that, right?
That
Um,
makes sense.
but they put in ICE recently for TSA, and that's when they about a year back, literally as soon as Trump came in, he's like, TSA needs to share information with ICE so that we know are the true, and that's how they got that one lead for an internal flight. Um, but yeah, that's another
That's
way. That's another way that government agencies has kind of like messed around with the
really
way I
fucked
have to
that
operate.
up. Yeah, because that's new. You used to be able to fly internally, no problem, right?
Yeah. Again, I did the Hawaii Marathon. I really had no issues, no problems. And we can generally fly within the United States with DACA, right? Because it gives us protected status.
Yeah.
Um,
But without your DACA status, you're
without my
not
DACA status, I
protected.
am not protected, right? And now
So
that
you're
ICE is
currently
sharing with
like
TSA, it's
unprotected.
correct. Um,
Wow,
so again, for the
that's
most
stressful.
part, I would not be able to have studied and do what I do as like my profession if it wasn't for DACA, right?
So do you feel like DACA gave you privileges that most like undocumented people wouldn't be able to get,
Exactly.
essentially?
Yeah. Well, I mean, again,
That
even now,
makes
like as
sense.
a software engineer, right?
Yeah.
I did not go into cybersecurity because that requires, citizenship,
A
right?
security
You can't
clearance,
be
yeah,
even green
and
card or whatever,
citizenship.
right?
Yeah.
Can't do that, even though I was
Wow. Wait,
passionate
you
about it.
can't get a green card because you were a DACA.
There is no path from DACA
Right.
to green card. That's correct. That would be like marriage or family or something completely different.
Is there a pathway to citizenship for DACA?
Purely DACA, no. Just the
So
answer is
you're
just
just
no.
kind of stuck in a no man's zone.
Yeah,
Like you're
and
protected, but you can't become a citizen
well, again, I can become a citizen through
fully
other
unless you
means.
become like married or do like the quicker path.
Yeah. What my little brother is doing, again, he's helping my mom process her temporary protected status, like TPS.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically kind of DACA. My mom is telling me. And then once he
Okay.
turns 21, then he can file for her green card, and he can also file me for a green
And
card
then
as
it can
well.
sponsor her.
Yeah.
That's great.
For my mom, it should be relatively quickly, like 3 to 5 years from her TPS to green card. But for me, it could be up to like 10 to 12 years if I go by
Wait,
his thing.
wow. If he sponsored you, it could take you that long.
Yeah, but marriage obviously is faster. But
Yeah, marriage is like what, 5 to 6 usually?
for green card, maybe
Oh no, I was
one
thinking for
to three.
citizenship. For a green card, it's quicker, like
Citizenship,
one to
it's
two.
like 3 to 6 years after you get your green
Okay.
card. So total, yeah, around 10 years.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
wild.
how has the government hated me
Like,
and not hated me? Yes, they've let me pursue and practice my profession that I'm good enough to do at. To get into like a semi big company at.
they let
Uh,
you basically pursue your American dream, right?
exactly, yeah.
No.
My American Mexican dream, yeah. But
Yes.
also they've stopped
Chicano.
it. It really depends on whoever's president, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
you don't have like the stability of citizenship. You have the laws there, but like how it's enforced gets switched every 4 years, and that's got to
every
be
4 years, yeah.
stressful.
And
And I
the other
never really
part
considered it.
is both sides have an incentive to not give us a path to citizenship, to give us an out. Because Democrats have incentives to keep us as DACA status so that they can use us as a bargaining chip to be like, oh no, we want to push for these DACA people. You should vote us in so that we can keep them in like protected status so the Republicans don't get rid of them. But the Republicans also don't want to get rid of us because we provide a lot of tax, like, money.
Yeah, you get you pay taxes, but you probably don't really get the benefits of those
Yeah.
taxes.
That's why
So
you've kind of been, I don't know if you
you're like
kept
a
up by the
cash cow,
news.
essentially.
Yeah. But like in some areas, for example, or I was gonna say, um, yeah. So we also don't get like Social Security, but we pay Social Security taxes, right? So
Yeah.
if I got DACA, and never became a citizen, all of the money that I put into Social Security, I would not get. And at this point, it's like probably over 100K. So I've paid somebody's Social Security stuff.
Dude, do you know what's insane to me? That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get Social Security as an American citizen because I haven't paid enough into it because I've been too disabled to work full time.
Yeah.
So I can't draw off of it.
Well, I mean, eventually
And here you
you could,
probably,
like,
I
because you need
will
10 years
working
working
part time, but it's
experience,
going
right?
to take me 8 years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And the reason is I've been disabled my whole life, but I didn't get diagnosed till adulthood. So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I have no protection status there. But like, if I work part time for 8 to 10 years, then I can draw. But like, I will draw at the lowest tier. Whereas like, you're paying into the highest tier,
Oh, yeah.
and like,
I've been working
you're
since I was
never going to be
16.
able to
I
draw.
technically I would have
I'm
already
like, you've
qualified for
paid into
Social
my
Security
social
already.
security, and neither of us can benefit from it, and that's fucked as a citizen and
It's
a
the
non
billionaires.
and a dreamer. Yeah,
It's the billionaires.
fuck you,
What's that
rich
one
people.
guy? The
The
old white
billion-
man was like, "Oh, the billionaires, they we must take them down."
Oh,
Yeah,
Bernie
Bernie
is the
Sanders.
billionaire.
Bernie Sanders
I
was
love that
right.
guy. Dude, I love that. I love that old guy.
Yeah.
He's so funny. I went and saw him at a rally once, actually.
Mhm.
Oh man,
But yeah, the government has helped me. The government has, taken
harm.
apart what I've worked hard to do. It really, really depends on every 4-year cycle what's gonna happen.
That's gotta feel destabilizing. I can't even imagine. No.
Well, I mean, right now I think it's destabilizing for all Americans, regardless of status. Like,
I
holy
mean,
shit,
that's
what
not
is this guy
true.
doing? It's not good for
I
anyone.
think it's the varying degrees,
Uh,
though. Like your shit sounds a lot more stressful than
yeah.
like some. My shit's been bad too. Don't get me wrong. Like I've had medication shortages and almost died. They kind of.
He got rid of like Medicare, or something like that. Yeah,
He
that's
stopped trying to
bad. Holy
fund
shit.
it, and
Yeah.
like, well, I'm on TRICARE, which is government health insurance,
Mhm. Mhm.
which is normally the best, but he cut all the staff and like it almost like killed me. I actually had to like reach out to my congressman because he like had violated my
Oh, I
had violated
reached out to my
my 14th
congressman.
Amendment.
I
Yes,
did.
son, who's your
Yeah.
congressman?
So I reached out to my senator, Senator Padilla, or something like that.
Yeah,
And I was gonna reach out to my representative, but my representative is Republican, so I was like, okay, hold up, maybe not that one.
maybe
He'll
not.
know where I live and then send ice after me or something.
Right, you're like my
But
bad, like ew.
literally the day after I sent, like a mail to him, there was a thing posted. I'll share you the link. Where it's like, oh, um, all my senators got together and we wrote a letter to USCIS, the people who do the DACA processing stuff.
Yeah,
And they're like,
civil
why hasn't
immigration.
this shit been processed? Why are you guys so slow on the DACA
Oh,
renewals?
good.
That kind of stuff. So I was like,
I'm
oh,
so
nice.
glad you wrote
Like, I
them.
know
Oh
it
my
wasn't
god, I
me.
have
I
to
know it
do
wasn't
this.
me because they've probably been getting a fuck ton of letters, but it kind of felt like it.
Okay, first of all, it feels like it was you, and second of all, yeah, they probably haven't been getting a
They looked
fuck
at my
ton of
taxes
letters.
and they're like, oh fuck,
Well,
this is affecting our
exactly. They're like, this
GDP.
guy pays into our shit,
Yeah,
and you're describing what's known as the bystander effect. The majority of people think that someone else does it, so it never gets done.
yeah,
You actually probably did make a huge difference and made them look into something that they hadn't been aware of. If he said it, he meant it. Like I reached out with my TRICARE shit and they dealt with it, but they didn't say I was the first case.
yeah.
Or they didn't say it made them look into it only. You know what I mean? Like that's to me sounds like you may have been the first DACA person who was had the balls to do it. Good for you.
But I'm
I'm
glad
proud
that
of
they
you.
reached out because the following week it started moving. You can kind of see where it's at.
Okay, you have to totally show me this because this is so cool. Can I include this in my paper?
Yeah, I can.
If I'm gonna keep all your PI like confidential, I promise.
Yeah,
Um, but
but the letter
like,
is really funny. It's basically just like 7 pages. Like the one page is introductory, and then one page is like, "Hey, hurry the fuck up," and then the other pages are just like the senator's signatures, like all of them. Really funny.
dude, that's amazing, dude. I would be like printing that shit out and framing it.
Yeah.
You should be so proud.
Well, again, you're saying bystander effect, but a lot of it's not just me being affected by this slowdown. There's a lot of people who are losing their
Okay,
jobs
I
over
know you're
this.
not the only person being affected. I'm saying you're likely one of the few people who wrote about it. Most people
Probably.
don't write their letters anymore. And like writing your senator actually makes a difference because they can impact the speed of which a law takes. So like I'm saying you should be proud of yourself. You probably made a huge difference for all the people it's affecting. And that is called being a good person and a good leader and doing the right thing. And I'm patting you on the back for it. And I know it makes you so uncomfortable to get compliments still. I can tell. So I
Yeah.
will shift to something else. I am honestly really impressed by that. Good for you.
Okay. That's the answer to
All
your
right.
question. It really depends on who's at the helm. A lot.
Fair. Who's in charge? Can you share an experience where you felt treated differently because of your background?
Well, I told you about like looking for a job. Obviously, not a citizen. I can't apply for a cybersecurity position. I had to change up my whole like what I liked. Instead, it would have fit
That
my
sucks because
skills
you would have
to.
been great at cybersecurity.
It would
That's
have been
frustrating.
okay at least. I felt like it would have been decent.
Okay, for you to say okay and decent means you're like a god at it, so we'll
but
allow
I
it.
did find another thing I was good at, which is like embedded, regardless.
I'm glad you like where you're at. I just
But
maybe in
it does narrow down work opportunity because it's not only cybersecurity, it's also like government contract positions. So there are embedded positions where like, oh yeah, we only do.
oh yeah.
So of all the like companies, hey, I only have access to maybe like half of them.
Wow, as a with your programming skill set,
Yeah.
that's tough. So it makes it
Luckily,
harder for you to even find work because you need that security clearance.
yeah, theoretically, it's apparently been hard, but thankfully, I've only put in the applications of my life. That's not the case right now. you know?
You're like, I'm just gonna hang tight and
Yeah.
keep working hard because yeah.
Well, even then, I was overconfident because again, I worked at Quake Global, worked there for 9 months. Quit, went to
Went to
Qualcomm,
co-op,
and then
right?
I was like, they're
Yeah.
laying people off, and I'm quitting. So even then, I was like, okay, dog, we bought. And then called my previous company. Okay, yeah, we'll take you back.
That just means if you're, I mean, that's kind of the benefits of being a good worker, right?
Yeah, but also I'm unstable as hell because of everything that's going
Of course, of
on. And
course. I
I
just love how you said
also,
that. Sorry, like I'm unstable as hell.
yeah,
But yeah,
uh, and also I recognize that's not the case right now. Everybody, especially with this whole,
yeah, but that's still unstabilizing, I'm sure.
yeah, but that should answer that question.
Thank you. Well, this is gonna feel like a really dumb question now because you've had to explain so much to me. But do you feel like people understand the realities of being a dreamer? Why or why not?
I don't think so.
Clearly, I
Yeah.
don't think so either. At least.
Again, many people think I'm a citizen because my English is not like very accented or heavily accented. Randy, so a lot of my upper management in Quake Global is actually like the Republican ex-military people. So Randy, my manager and VP of engineering, he thought I was a citizen. So we were just like having political talk and everything. And I'm kind of like in the middle ish. Like I hover around. I'm not too like super passionate about it, but I do have to be passionate about it because of my status. And we were talking about the thing that was
I
going
get
on
that.
with like Renee Good and the other guy. And he's arguing with me. We're arguing. There's another person also kind of trying to be an arbiter between us. And then
Yeah.
it comes out to like, hey, I have this thing. I understand the immigrants from this perspective because I am. He's like, oh shit, you are. He's like, what the fuck? Um, so it's really funny. But
Deadpan.
he's a really nice guy. I mean, he didn't change like his stance. He's been really understanding the process.
Well, that's like the thing is like most people are like that. They don't realize they're friends with someone. When they do, they like completely are like, oh shit, they're just really good people too. Like,
So in total, there's around 500,000 DACA people, and they're kind of spread out,
yeah,
right?
DACA. Wow.
And I don't think there's quite enough DACA people for it to be like a everybody knows a DACA person kind of deal going on.
That
Um,
makes sense.
so when
Yeah, I don't know
you
a lot of DACA people. I know a lot of undocumented people, but
undocumented
not a lot of DACA.
people, H-1B
Yeah.
people, those are way more
H1B I
common.
know a lot of, yeah. But
H-1B
and
is
I know
really,
green
really
card.
common
Yeah.
technology. So I talk to them about it, stuff like that.
That's kind of nice at
But
least.
for
But you have some
H-1B, they have a path to
too,
citizenship. Like every other kind of thing has like a path to citizenship.
where you
Even
don't.
undocumented, you can go into the military and have a path.
Right? I was just
But
thinking that. I was like,
but
but if you would have to renounce your dreamer status and
yeah,
then you
in
risk being
DACA,
deported,
you
right?
can't go into the military. You have to let your thing lapse before you go into the military.
So you can't join the military until you become technically illegal.
Exactly. So it's kind of like you're in a
But then
worse
you risk
state
getting
sometimes.
deported, right?
I guess if you drop out of it or something, maybe they'll.
I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say you
So
about that?
it's kind of like every other thing has a path to citizenship, one way or the other. You can kind of like force it through. Even if you're an undocumented immigrant, right? You can go into the
Yeah.
military and pursue it that way as well. At least you used to be able to. I don't know if that's recently current administration.
Touche.
But with DACA, it's like,
I should look
no,
into
we
that
want you
for
to
my
stay in
research
this
paper.
condition. And the biggest one is marriage or your kids adjusting yourself. That's more difficult. It's a struggle. It's definitely harder than people who are an H1 or the other immigration visa. But it really is not a status. It is just deferred action. That's literally what, and employment.
Wow. Wow. That's wild. I thought you had a more protected status than that. I'm actually really glad I normally hate these kind of classes. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm actually really glad I talked to you about this because learning this is really cool.
Yeah, it would
Um,
have been way more stable if it was like every 4 years, because at least you can make it through the administration one time. But yeah,
right.
it's rough.
I was literally just saying the other day, I'm like, man, we gotta pray to God Congress holds out and we don't declare war because he's gonna pull an FDR. That's what we
Yeah,
do.
what the fuck?
So
Oh
scared.
man. But it's also like, again, the midterms are
Uh,
coming. Obviously, the Democrats are going to take the Congress. Maybe,
which means
hopefully, crossing big fingers.
if
Crossing
they
big
hold out,
fingers.
he can't. Yes, exactly.
Crossing
Dear
big
God.
fingers that they also take the Senate and hopefully get somebody else.
I think we're gonna have blue wave for sure.
It's already been a blue wave, I think. But yeah.
Oh, for sure. I just mean in the on like November in November.
Hmm.
But yes.
But until
Okay.
November, I still have to somehow.
Yes. So no driving. If you need a ride anywhere, you let me know.
Well,
I'm
that's the
home.
thing with Kylie, right? Even with dating, right? This is another way this affected me. I can't drive. She has to come to me, and though we really like each other, I really don't want her to drive too much, especially with the gas prices.
Yeah.
So it's
But like I'm a raging cunt that knows her rights and I have an uncle that's a judge. So like let me use my white privilege if you need a ride somewhere.
mhm.
Like,
Well, will I arrive there alive? Do I want to die or go to Mexico? That's a hard choice.
like the question isn't let me like no. That I mean that's a fair question.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. Kylie does not mind driving to you at all. I know, but like it sucks for now, and I'm really sorry. That's like that even like impacts not just like your work life, but your personal life. It like impacts you ever.
Yeah,
It's
a lot
not
of it.
fun stress to
It
have to deal
also,
with. You don't really get to compartmentalize it or get a break.
yeah, growing up, it also does kind of give you an insecurity because I grew up
Yeah,
here. I'm like, okay, I kind
yeah.
of have to prove myself to show that I have the skills to belong, because you kind of grow up
Hmm.
like feeling, oh, I don't belong. I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm not allowed to travel. Like I had a really
Yeah.
racist reaction, like a Bethmo one time, because I kind of present myself well, like educated and all that, right? But I was with my
Because you
little
are well
brother.
educated and you're very intelligent.
But
Yes.
I was with my little brother, who likes to dress like a cholo thug, kind of hard boiled, right? Like really, really baggy, saggy, backwards hat,
Oh
all
yeah,
that,
I know
right?
exactly what you
You know what I'm
mean.
talking about. So we were
Yeah,
walking in
you
a
fellow
Bevmo,
thug, you got me. You
yeah.
good.
And I'm walking around. We're like trying to buy alcohol and whatever, and then we're trying to pay, and this really white Karen, like, you can't buy alcohol here. You should buy alcohol here. You're here with a mic. And literally, I see a white bald guy. It was short. Um, and he's
Was
with
he a
his little girl.
skinhead?
He's not a skinhead. I don't know what he.
Okay, you got me
But he's
nervous
with
when you
his
said
little
bald
white
guy.
girl running around and prancing around. And I'm like, can he buy alcohol? And she just doesn't comment. It's because she's looking at us. We're brown, right?
She's being
She's
racist.
being
Yeah,
racist.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I've had like racist encounters, like okay, these people are obviously stereotyped X reason or
That's ridiculous. That sucks. I'm sorry.
I've had it happen in Joanne's too.
Joanne?
Again, I'm with my little brother trying to like buy some sewing equipment, or white
And
lady
they'll
comes
say,
here like, "Are you sure you want to be that kind of stuff?" Right? Initially, I thought it's because we're guys, right?
I was like, at first I would have taken that as sexist, but
Mm.
then it turned racist. Damn.
But no, it's been bad sometimes, but it's been rare. I traveled the United States, talking to people, gone from here to Texas, Miami, driven right across. This was a few years near Christmas, and again, there's not a lot of racist people, like genuinely racist people. I actually haven't met a lot, but when it comes down to
Ignorance
politics,
is different. Yeah.
well, it's more about like money. That's really what I realized. Though it's mostly about a lot of people who voted for Trump. It wasn't really right. That's
Was
really
the
just
money.
a talking
Yeah.
device. Really like, hey, we want someone to me back. Whether that's because they think he's more strong arm, that's different.
Yeah.
And I've drove past these like sunset town stuff and like shiny red Miata car, stepped out on eat with talk with them.
Yeah.
I've had really good experiences with it. Me. Was it some specific state? Went to a bar and they taught me how to say. I remember it though, but
I wish you knew.
yeah,
That's so
but
cool.
I've learned again that this whole like perception of racism isn't as prevalent as we think it is. It's really
I
more
agree.
about like, hey, people are trying to get day to day, actually like have money to do so. That's
I
the big
think
point.
I agree with you there. I think it's like, I think racism definitely exists, but I think it's more ignorance. Like,
Yeah,
growing up where I came from, there was like all white people, so there was a lot of ignorance, and you didn't understand, and most people were voting conservative because you paid less taxes.
yeah, and again, a lot of people don't know that
You're just
DACA
trying to
doesn't
pay
get
your
Social
bills.
Security.
Exactly.
And I'm
And
like,
I'm like, I get
hey,
that. But that
literally,
doesn't mean,
my biggest
yeah,
tax bill is goes directly to you guys and not good to me.
it goes directly to who?
It goes directly to them. Like again,
Yeah,
if you look at the politics, also because we're a country instead of a state, California, all their taxes subsidizes, Midwest states. They would not have roads without the shitty California they hate.
that's so true. That's so true. Okay, sorry. Natan was like, I was like, I actually am totally realizing. I was like, with that said, you're gonna laugh because the next topic. Oh no, did my phone die? I lost my. Well, that didn't go well for me. I gotta pull up my laptop now. Can you hand me my laptop, please, Natan?
Oh, can you say hi to
Sorry.
Natan for me?
Felix says hi.
Yeah, I actually.
He's in the other room, but he'll say hi for sure when he comes back. uh, sorry.
Our
I was
fiery
like,
wizard.
our fiery wizard. I know, I'm so excited. I was like, hopefully this summer I'll have a little more freedom. Are you going to the Ren Fair with Kylie?
Yeah,
I
you really want
assume.
to go?
Yeah, I figured. I was like, I know she was going, so I figured you were. I think we're gonna try to go too.
She didn't send you any pictures of my fit. I have a whole fit right there.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a whole fit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a
Bruh.
goblet. Come on. How could I not have it?
Ah, that's fair. You do have a goblet, and that goblet is like legit. I
Yeah.
need to see this fit now.
You can ask.
Can you please bring me my laptop? And Felix also told me to tell you hi.
Hello, Felix.
Let's go.
Felix, I have a Ren Fair question.
He said, "How's our fiery wizard?" I was like, "Yeah, that's fun."
My headphones, I didn't know they were off attached by the cord.
I thought you knocked over the eggs. I didn't realize it was the headphones. Sorry. I just saw the egg get knocked over.
But Ren Fair.
Here, I'm gonna let you talk to him for a second while I
Ren
pull up my
question.
question.
Ran fair. All right. Let's hear it.
I love how
what
this describes the
genres
interview.
of like cosplay are approved?
What genres of cosplay are approved?
Yeah.
I looked at actually a video from it. It seems like fantasy is up for like the things. So you can be like a fairy, a knight. You can have
Pirate?
plated armor. You can have weapons as long as they're bound. If they're actually like sharp and stuff, as long as it's fine.
But like, would pirate be on theme, or is it more like
pirate
medieval?
is the theme.
Pirate is the literal
It's
thing.
Vanfair
Did you not
with
look
sub
at the thing?
of pirate. So you would be
It
right
is literally the
It's
thing.
literally
Oh, wonderful! I'll
And I
be
have a
pirate.
Princess Buttercup costume, and I'm so fucking stoked.
Yeah, I'll send you a video. You can honestly, it's literally like the thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you can one other thing. I guess
I
I
need to
should
get
mention.
beads for my hair.
That would be so cool. You can get knighted by the
You can get
the queen
knighted?
of the Ren Fair thing, because there's like a little
That's
quest
dope.
you have to do. So just so you guys
Like
know.
what?
Well, there's a
Dude,
slip,
that's
and you
awesome.
collect like you go to around the fair, and you have to look for like these flags or these things, and get like stamps or do riddle. I don't know. And if you get them all, then you can go take it to the queen, and she'll knight you and give you your official title.
That
Yeah.
sounds lit.
That would be cool if we could do it as a group. Just saying.
Dude, that would be, that's like an escape room almost. I like it.
Like
That'd be
a
fun.
fantasy Easter egg hunt.
A fantasy Easter egg.
But yeah, pirate is on theme. You should be
Perfect. And you said weapons have to be holstered.
peacebound, as it's called. It's when you use something to bind it so that you can't draw it.
Is there a LARPing section?
I think if you join a guild, yes, but I don't know about the LARP.
You have to join a guild.
I'm not sure. You cannot quote me on that.
Can you join a guild the day of?
You said it doesn't know too much as you're asking more details.
You know what? It's fine. I'll work it out. I'll find a pirate guild. I'll make friends.
Yeah.
You'll
And
find a
I-
pirate.
I will raid some other guilds.
I believe in you.
Yeah. They have like a
I'm just
whole
gonna-
versus. There's two guilds who are the really big ones go against each other, which is one of the dark emo goth pirate band, right? And the other one is like, oh, we're righteous and we're here to collect your taxes.
What?
Oh, so you're telling me that I should
wanna
be a goth
pirate.
pirate?
Oh,
For a
you
blue
would,
costume.
yeah.
Like, that would make me get into the guild pretty easy.
Yeah, but
Thank
it
Yeah.
might be
you.
hot. It might
Dude,
be
you
hot.
should be. You should. Go be the Dread Roberts with me.
That would give you a really good chance of getting into their guild pretty early.
Go
You might
for
have
it, goth.
to get stepped on by a goth Tommy mom.
That might be a deal breaker. No, one time and one time only, a girl tried to dom me, and I've never been more terrified in my entire life. Did not like it.
He is terrifying.
She didn't even go that far. She just walked around a chair I was sitting in and like started talking.
Wow.
Nope. I don't feel safe.
I don't feel safe. Not a safe space. Oh my god. I love it.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I'll send a video.
I'll earn the goth dummy mommy's respect, and she won't sexually abuse me.
Debatable. You earned her respect by being respectful.
I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
I don't know what that means, so no.
I don't know.
There is like a bone challenge thing because
Don't-
I'm barbarian.
Don't ask me. I don't.
A what challenge?
A bone holding challenge. So what you do is you get two burly men, and they both hold onto this bone. And the objective is to have the other person relinquish said bone, and she is the officiator on that one.
What are there other rules?
I have no idea, man.
Dude,
I
we
just
gotta
know
look
that's
at
the
this
thing.
shit.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot. I mean, like, I wonder how many rules there are.
We got
There's a lot you can do with that.
Go big or go home.
I was watching the video and it seemed like
What-
they were doing straight up jujutsu. So
What do you get if you win?
the respect of the goth dummy mommy.
Oh, it's all right. You know what?
You know what?
That would actually be a great way. I come in full
That's like
cosplay, win that thing, and I'm like, hey, I want a LARP. Let's do this. Let's run it.
But it should be really
Easy.
fun. It
I
should be
got
really
my
fun.
quest for Ren Fair.
Oh my god, I'm here
Amazing.
for it. I love it.
I'm trying to make
1,000%.
Kylie a bag to match her fit. And Bella.
I cannot wait, dude. I want to.
What are you doing?
I'm making
Yeah.
like a red leather belt with brass accents, like flowers, and then I
Oh,
want to
pretty.
make a bag that matches that for her.
Aww. So you guys will match.
Well, I realized that like a lot of people are getting stuff for their event fair, but no one's ever thought of like how are we holding our.
Yeah, that's smart. I like. That's cute. Oh, you guys are gonna be cute. I can't wait. Ugh.
Okay, give me the next question.
All right, let's get back on task. I gotta ask him more questions.
Do you need Kremlin?
Probably if I'm gonna eat in the next hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sunday. But you need more food.
Probably. Thank you, babes. All right. Section 3, depression. No, but it is actually about mental health. No, we were just talking about it. How has your experience as a dreamer affected your stress or mental health?
It's been bad. I think I have it better than most people because I'm fairly secure in like myself. I have my insecurities, obviously. So I want to be better. Make sure that other people think that I'm doing a good job and going above and beyond citizen.
Yeah.
Making that trade off worth it, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of like, hey, I've been stable for the last years, and I have good savings. About things. I know that my mental health is okay. But I'm on r/DACA subreddit. And some people are like, I don't have any savings, like because a lot of people are doing much worse financially. They are normal people, right? And normal people.
Yeah, you're in a lucrative career where you have a little more protection to plan ahead in a way that maybe other people can't. That's fair.
So a lot of people are kind of like, we're $15,000 in debt, have a family, that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
I can see how bad it can get. There was a guy on the subreddit who was posting it, just flaming really hard, like crashing. And a lot of people were kind of like help him get.
Yeah, you're spiraling. Yeah.
Some people are definitely spiraling.
Have you had your moments where you feel like you're spiraling? Like not like long term, just like those tough days or tough moments.
My toughest days are more like, hey, I don't want to get in a relationship with Kylie. But I told her too. And that's like where I get really
because you're nervous that you're so happy and you're gonna lose it.
Well, again, I've already lost my job, but I don't want her to go through struggles because she's gone through a lot. You know.
Oh yeah.
Go through.
Yeah.
I want to help people.
I mean, she's pretty happy, so I think that helped.
Well, apparently you just found out about it, so maybe she hasn't told you everything.
No, I knew you guys were dating for a while. She told me that you were waiting to become official, and she told me a few days ago that you guys are like a couple now. But I knew you guys were seeing each other and only talking to each other, but that you wanted to wait till your DACA stuff had gone through.
Yeah,
because you didn't want to drag. And she told you no, which is so Kylie. So that's why I'm laughing. I'm like, the only part I hadn't been caught up on yet was that she told you no, but in no shape of this story was I surprised by this.
You can tell her she pointed a gun at me and we were dating.
And you said yes, and now you have Stockholm syndrome. Kylie, did you feel like Stockholm syndrome? No.
But honestly, like, I wanted to ask her early because we've been dating for a while. You know, 4 dates, 5 dates. That's usually like, hey, lock it in.
No, I totally knew that. Right. And she said that you guys weren't seeing anyone else or talking to anyone else.
Yeah,
I knew. I was like, so you're basically official without saying it. So I can see why she said no. Yeah. So I'm just laughing at her, like, because that is.
You're getting all honestly, the tea for your class.
That is so her, and that is so the type of woman you're into. So that's like nailing it both ways. All right, let's see. Do you feel like you carry worries that others around you don't have to think about?
Well, that's an obvious yes. Obviously, like,
It's
hey,
like
when
I
is my
feel
shit gonna
weird
get
asking
renewed? When
someone
can I
a
work
question.
again? Even
Yeah.
working under the table is difficult because hey, if that stuff gets out, that might affect my documentation and make it hard to get papers. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, because you would be doing it illegally.
Yeah, so there's a
And
lot of
yeah.
things that I have to think about. Like for example, I can get my DACA processed faster, the renewal, if I worked in like health or whatever, right? Which one of my subsections of my company does that, and I did testing that area, right? So technically, I work for like a health care company because we were Mayo and and I
Okay.
could get the documentation from my HR lady and submit that as a faster processing,
Valid request.
right? But again, I also kind of don't like pushing like my problems on others.
I think you should totally get that paper.
Well,
It
what I told my HR lady is, like, hey, we'll process that if it gets like mid-April.
Okay, that's valid.
But
Fair.
yeah, there's a lot of things, lots of things I have to learn, lots of advocacy, and again, as a Mexican, self advocacy is not in our culture. Like we're very
No.
like we call it progressive and all that kind of stuff. But like when a guy is like in trouble, it's like, oh shit, don't tell anyone, kind of stuff, right? But that is not talk to all your paper, submit addition, even with
Whereas they
dating,
think like
say
don't
so.
make waves, like make it yeah. Whereas you're saying, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. But that's counter to your culture, correct? That's got to feel interestingly different too.
Oh, let me tell you, when I was like dating on around, um, I was dating this one girl, and we were both getting really along well together. And I was like, oh, I'd be okay marrying this one, I guess. Just nonchalant type shit. Um, but then we're talking, and then I like, hey, we've been talking a lot. I guess I should bring it up. Hey, I have DACA. I just want to let you know that it feels like a civil kind of like citizen. So I didn't think it was gonna affect the relationship. But she also has DACA, and we're
You were
like,
both DACA?
fuck. We went on another date after that, but it
But
went
you
downhill
both
after
can't
that.
give each other citizenship. Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, so that kind of affected like confidence for, oh shit. Even if I do find a girl,
Dude,
will she want me more for that?
that sucks. I've never even thought about that as, yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Because again, it makes sense that DACA people would get along because
Yeah,
same
that's why I was
struggles,
like, that
same
actually
bringing,
kind of
same
makes sense because you have
backgrounds, and
so
everything.
much in common that you
And
would
then it's
kind of
like,
naturally vibe.
but by default, you filter each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like having to go against like even like compatibility. Like that sucks.
Mm-hmm. But thankfully, I have Kylie, and
I was like, well, I'm glad you're with Kylie now, but that's not fun. Like the timing of it or the process. So, um, these questions feel like ridiculous. I feel like we've kind of discussed these already, but I'm still gonna do it. Can you describe a time when uncertainty about your future felt especially real?
you talked about this, especially really,
Okay, I
yeah,
could just
literally right now,
actually, honestly, I can
Thursday.
use quotes you've already
Yeah.
said. Everything. Love it. I can work with that. How do you cope with those feelings or challenges?
Um. Again, I have a lot of privilege where I have a decent amount of money, and I also have a lot of decent amount saved up. So I have a lot of hobbies, and I like to do a lot of things with my hands to be a stereotypical Mexican man, right? But obviously, I'm doing leather work. I made some leather bags, leather friends.
That's so cool.
I've gotten a little bit better. I gave one recently to one of my friends who came down from San Francisco. She really, really liked
Nice.
it. and she got a compliment from her mother for it. And she's kind of
Wow.
like a how like she likes the fancy.
The bougie fashion
Yeah, the bougie
snob.
fashion. So she liked
Oh
it, so I
yeah.
know I'm good enough to make Kylie one.
You can do it.
Yeah.
You got this. She's gonna
Um,
love it.
I'm really into jade, really into hiking. I kind of just been doing a lot of running, lots of exercise, making sure I'm staying
You
busy.
find like healthy coping mechanisms for stress. It sounds like hobbies and exercise and
My goal right now that I'm unemployed now, art.
I love that.
I was hoping that we would get more D&D sessions, actually, or that I can actually draw some like scenes.
I know. I'm so bummed. Every time we try to make one work, everyone's like, I'm like, I can't. Right. Hopefully, nobody's responded about Mother's Day. I don't have Axel on Mother's Day. So I'm like,
Why are you trying to do something on Mother's Day? Do you not have Axel that
uh,
day?
I don't think I have Axel that day.
Bruh, what?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's why I'm like, otherwise, and I'm like, I think I'm the only one that would impact. So
It's okay. We'll come
it,
distract you for a little bit.
we'll get there. But I think this summer people will have less like obligations and year, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's the worst time of year. It's like literally like Easter and graduation and Mother's Day.
Yeah. Right before summer and spring break. Spring break people are usually
Yeah,
planning trips
spring
somewhere.
break. It all just like goes for like weeks. Right?
Winter is usually the best time to kind of hang out.
I know. I had to move right when it ended.
I know. Wow.
I fucked up.
Well, we hung out still, just doing stuff, you know.
Moving my ass a million times. Hey, look though, I got you guys hooked up. I did my job.
Yeah, but
Hopefully we get more sessions in. Oh,
to
I'm
answer your
not gonna lie, I
question,
do want a
stay
D&D
busy,
out, but
talk to people. Talking to people is actually really helpful. Again, I talk.
that's good.
It's kind of like as
You,
my pressure has been building, Trump got voted in. I've been talking to more people, and my antisocialness. Oh shit! Maybe I have too much friends. Well, I have
you're
like
becoming
friends in
like
Canada,
fully
friends in
about it.
Louisiana, people coming down from like people are coming from all over the state and up in like from Mexico and Canada. Just my
So
friends of all
happy for
different.
you. That's really amazing, Felix. Especially because I know, like, in the past, you've been, like, very antisocial. So
I'm antisocial if it's like a rant. If it's like
that makes
had you
sense to me.
invited me for a cookout, I would have been like, But if it's some nerdy
Like, but
type
it was
shit like D
D&D,
and
and
D,
I can enjoy that.
yeah,
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 I can lock in. That makes sense, actually. I feel the kind of similar. I get that completely because you're like, this could be terrible, but if you know what you're doing, it's less stressful. I feel like.
yeah.
Okay, I think that's the last part of that section. Okay, next one.
How many questions are there? That way I don't take
There,
too much read.
you're doing okay. I have. Sorry. I have like 14 questions left, but we can do 11 if that's easier. Sorry, I didn't realize how long we've been bantering and talking.
Semi-relevant.
Or I can lock in either one.
It's semi-relevant.
Okay, I was like, everything you've told me has been really great, actually. And that break about the Ren Fair was good. Um,
It's good talking to you.
Thank you. I
If you
appreciate
don't talk
that.
to me, I'll send you a text message and say, "Oh well, we'll see if she responds."
And
Kylie was there when
in
you
7 to
sent me a
10 business
message.
years.
Kylie was there when you sent me a
What?
message about the interview. And she's like, she also said you're not fucking responding.
I haven't been responding to anyone. I've been
Yeah.
super sick. I had like over 100 messages at one point, just like unread. Bad. I'm just starting to kind of crawl out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
I'm never taking this many classes again. I'm too sick. I should not have done this to myself. And I'm still momming. Like, mistakes have
know.
been made.
A mother.
Finals are in a month.
Wow.
I have A's.
5
I'm just going to write it
classes.
out for a month.
Multiple
What?
genetic diseases.
Dipshittery right
Yeah.
here.
You're a trooper. You're a trooper. I respect that a lot about you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm delirious and dead. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like literally studying every second I get. Like, I mean, technically I'm doing school right now and being social. So I'm like kind of enjoying this actually. Since I don't get to be social hardly much.
Multitasking.
Yes, winning. Okay. What has your experience in school or college been like?
Well, you were kind of there for a bit, right? You saw that I was like focused, but I was still trying to help the people.
Yeah, you seemed really locked in on like getting good grades and studying hard.
Yeah,
hard.
it was okay. So when I started Palomar College, super
Yeah.
rough. It was really fucking bad. My grades were not good. I had the class with Kylie and Professor Slater. Yeah, did
He's a
Kylie
tough
ever tell you
professor.
about that? That I
She
took
did tell me a
Professor
little, but
Slater, and Kylie was there, and she was taking her dad's class, and Mr. Slater was especially scrutinous of the fact that his daughter was in the class and made the class really fucking hard.
he made it so hard because took his class.
Yeah, he's not the kind of person that would make it easier because she's there. He would make it harder. And you can ask Kylie all about it, right?
Yeah, no, she did tell me that, and I know that people did say he did that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Slater, I think I was doing pretty good, but I was in and out because again, I had like 2 jobs at the time, trying to pay for my shit because I don't get FAFSA. I don't qualify for
Yeah.
FAFSA.
Oh, yeah. Wait, so you don't qualify for FAFSA as a dreamer either?
No, we did get something else, but the first time that I did it, I had to do so much work for it, and I got like $500 out of it. So I was like, the amount of effort I'm putting into this shit versus the payout, not worth it.
Better off going and working during that time. Yeah.
It was supposed to be more than $500, but that's basically what I got for what I don't know what. So I was like, okay, well, I'm not doing this next semester because this takes more hours than I would earn. But that's one of the things you can note down because holy shit, that sucked.
I'm gonna go try it.
My son just woke up. You can try to go with. He might freak out if you do, but you can try. My son just woke up. Natal's gonna go try to deal with it. He's never done that before, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to
It
interrupt.
was really rough. My grades were bad. But then I kind of like eased into the different culture, right? Because I did take AP classes and stuff, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I didn't know how to expect that when I'm also working 2 jobs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Balancing
for the first year, my grades were bad, but then after that, my grades got better. I started
you
easing into
adjusted
it.
to it.
Yeah, adjusted into it. I started taking more classes. I didn't even take like full like semesters, right? I was taking like half semesters effectively for a full semesters with the amount of units I took. But I leveled out. I did good. Then when I got to university, I started taking another job. So I had 3 jobs at some point, and I managed to get on the dean's list of that. But it
That's
was
insane. Like, so I'm madly impressed by that.
It took a lot of like focus to not only pay that, but have the money prepared to pay off the next semester, so that there was no right, because again, I can't take any loans.
You have to be able to not only pay that, but then you have to pay next semester's tuition, and you have to keep.
I think there's an Instagram post where I'll have like, oh, here's my payments, because I was like so proud of it one time. Where it's like I got all my shit. I graduated with the university owing me money actually, because I took one of the jobs. I actually had 2 jobs at the university. I think at the end, one was as a STEM ambassador, where you would go to school, high school, show kids, take care of them, stuff, how LED, do little projects. That was really fun. I'm supposed to do an interview with them, I think, at some point, because they're like, "Oh, how did this affect you?"
Yeah.
And then one of my other classes was a researcher, right? of my whole cybersecurity research group, I was the only one getting paid, and I'm also the only one that got published because hey, I actually did my shit. My professor was Dr. Yan Lee. I had my own lab.
Wow,
really
that's
nice.
amazing.
It was like a closet, effectively, but it was nice.
A
And then
closet.
I guess you can take this out of the record because I've been bothering Kylie about it. I don't know if you remember that one software engineer guy, kind of goth guy that she introduced at the one time that we went. It was me, Kylie, you, Cody,
Oh, was it?
and the one guy, like a white guy with black
Oh,
hair. And he brought his book over, and I was kind of looking at it.
yes.
But on my way to my research lab, on the right, one of the corridors on the right, Kylie
Oh,
and this guy usually kind of hung out there for a sec.
yes. I think I might need to let you go. Can I call you back in a few minutes? I gotta get Axel back to sleep. He's not taking it well. I'm so sorry. Do you want to hear this? But I gotta get back to bed. Sorry.
You're good.
Thank you for bearing with me. Bye.
Bye.
ADHD mode. I will put my camera back on. I love that you were following that with no visual. That you just knew it was everywhere. Um,
I have a camera too, but I'm just too lazy to plug it in.
that's fine.
Unless
I
you
understand.
pressure me into.
I will not make you if you would like to stay anonymous. Even though I said your name.
She just puts my social security number and everything.
You're pseudo social. All right, let's see. Okay, well, the next question was, did your status impact your access to financial aid, jobs, or opportunities? Like, we already went over that. So I don't think, it's like, if you want to go over to it more, we can, but we don't have
You
to.
can quote me on that. It was not worth the effort.
Do you feel like you had to work while going to school? What was that like? We literally just went over that. Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. You had 3 jobs. You didn't, at one point, you really just did not have a choice. One was for fun at the end.
Point, I'm pretty sure we can get loans.
Okay.
Maybe I would have qualified for a loan, but I never tried to file one. I just assumed I'm an immigrant. But apparently, immigrants, even illegal immigrants, right? They can get loans, which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Really,
I just would have never thought of that either. Yeah.
But no, I just decided to do it.
You just powered through it.
It was stressful, but it was fine. I think I had good friends. Yeah.
I think you did pretty good, kids. Nailed it. Oh, the last one. This one I don't have an answer for, although I feel like it's going to be, at least I think it's yes, but we'll see how you feel. Do you feel like you had to work harder than your peers in order to succeed?
That's a weird question. Like,
I know.
physically, work-wise, yes. But at the same time, for someone who was born here, they have different issues than family issues I know are a problem. It is. I know I'm successful because my mom wanted me to be successful, and she gave me the time and support to be successful. And her idea is like, hey, you're an immigrant, but you have an opportunity to take it. She grew up in like a culture where like women don't go to school, right? They just have kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when she came over here, she's, I want all of you guys. That's one.
That's
if you
really
look
cool.
at the first generation, people who actually have like have their papers, kids who have papers, right? They actually do worse than the first generation. Right?
Really?
Because they become complacent, kind of stuff. And it
And
happens
more
with citizens.
comfortable.
It happens with citizens. I know that there's problems that happen with just being comfortable.
Yeah, because you don't feel you have to work as hard.
Yeah, you don't get the same insecurity. Have that sense of security that like, hey, they take care of all those kind of things. But
I
yes, I feel
don't.
like I've
But
had
most
a
people do. I understand. Yes.
I feel like I've had to work harder physically, but I know mentally and emotionally there's definitely a different like battle going on with their family.
It almost sounds like you have like a more resilient mindset than
It's resilient, but
yeah.
it's I know people are going
That's fair.
everyone has problems.
I mean, no shit. Yeah, you're right. We all do. We all have tough times and we all have problems and it doesn't like detract from yours or mine or anyone else's. But yeah, that makes sense. So let's see. All right. Here, this section 5 is identity and belonging. How do you describe your identity?
That's a loaded question, I think. I don't even know what
It's
that
a
means.
very loaded question.
I don't know, I kind of felt like I've never belonged anywhere. It didn't help that I used to move a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Like every year I would move around new district. 2008. Oh well, I'm moving to Texas now. I'm almost living on the streets for a little.
Oh, I did not realize that. I knew you had moved back to Texas, but I didn't realize that part of it. Wow.
That was the reason. Had me with.
That makes sense.
Yeah, moving to Texas kind of sucked because it's like a little bit more white.
A little bit more? That's nice of you to say it that way.
Again, well, most things are really just financial. Not really. The racism is just more of an excuse to push financial goals.
I'm just saying, I have family in Texas.
Yeah, that's more ignorant than they're
You are right. It
inheriting
is
the
more ignorant than
secondary,
race.
you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
racism of somebody else. Like
You're
Fox
right.
News.
You're right. Yeah. That's a valid point. That's a very balanced and objective point of view. It's
Well,
very
because I think that's true. If people saw like, hey, DACA
yeah.
people are actually helping people out instead of whatever, right? They'd be like, okay,
I feel like everybody should be doing this,
and
right?
again, this is
Yeah.
why the Trump second administration isn't targeting it as much. Or like, hey, let's slow them down if anything. But we're targeting
Yeah.
Somalis. We're targeting the people or even the citizens. Right?
Literal
Yeah,
citizens,
literal
right? Not
citizens.
the DACA that listen. We'll deport citizens, but not DACA people. You're not going to hear about them.
Yeah.
I never thought of it like that. That's kind of dark.
But for me, never felt like I fit in anywhere for a lot of reasons. Even
That is so
now,
funny.
I kind of
Because my
stand out.
next question, which I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm just going to go into it because it's, do you feel like you belong in the US? Why or why not? And you were just saying you never felt like you belong anywhere. So proceed.
Well, to answer that, I do feel like I belong in the US. But going back to my thing,
Yes.
even with my
You don't.
own like family culture,
Yeah.
it doesn't quite feel right because I feel too Americanized. Even when I went to go study, right, I go into my field, software engineering.
Yes.
Asians, Indians, and maybe some white people.
Yes.
All the Mexicans, they're all in electrical engineering, doing stuff with their hands, obviously. So I feel like I lived a life where I'm a tourist, kind of
That's kind of
living,
interesting. Yeah.
kind of being here, and in some cases it makes me sad. Like I'm kind of like I'll never understand some of this. But in
Yeah.
some ways, I'm kind of happy because it kind of like I can actually enjoy it, like the good part. I can view the bad parts from genuine perspective. Like I'm not like super. There's no cultural thing that is making me go one way or the other. I can view it effectively.
That makes sense. You don't have like that yeah.
Well, for example, that's why
Yeah.
I can go to the Midwest and be like, hey, let's fucking sing and dance, crazy shit. Again, I was
Yeah.
working on making a video game. I hired a bunch of voice actors from the Midwest. There was no racial stuff like
Yeah.
but no, yeah, it's definitely kind of single, including my own culture.
Yeah, because I didn't even think about it, but in software engineering, you would be unique too. Like I stand out in software engineering too.
Yeah.
Because I'm a white woman. It's usually like an Asian woman or
Yeah, it really is Asian women. Yeah.
I think at UCSD, it wasn't till my third quarter there I saw another white girl in the CS building.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
Like,
very rare
and then
to see.
yeah,
Just even a
so
woman
like
in
I
general.
get that. Like you feel like an alien, like you are a tourist, just like watching all these people walk by. And I never, thought of that. Because yeah, you like when you said it like that, I'm like, yeah, you didn't really see Mexican people either. Like you, like as soon as you said it, my brain was like, yeah, you really don't. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, but like it is kind of sad because you don't have like people to relate to either in that regard. So
But again,
that would be kind of a
I try to see the
struggle.
positives.
Yeah, yeah,
I appreciate
absolutely.
you, being just out here, being smart as shit, whatever, just flexing
Okay,
on those peasants
let's
with
shut the
your
fuck up. You know
high
you're so
as hell
smart.
GPA.
I cannot.
But no, yeah, honestly, it's a struggle, but at this point, I've learned to appreciate that people are different. That's okay. That I don't have to be like them. Be like that. Kind of embrace my own weirdness. Okay?
The uncomfortable, like be comfortable with the uncomfortable, kind
Yeah,
of. I
definitely.
guess is how you would
Yeah.
describe it. Yeah, that makes sense. I get what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Um, the next question is so funny because as we just finished this, have you ever felt in between cultures or identities?
Yeah, I have. Again,
Yeah.
a lot of American culture, but the American culture isn't like super strong. Because again,
Hmm.
I've been in Escondido, San Diego area is kind of like in between-ish,
Pretty Mexican. Yeah,
and
it's the
even the
in
white
between.
people are kind of like really free, spirited people.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there's never been a pressure where like I gotta pick one or the other.
Like
It's
you can
always
pick
been
both cultures.
yeah, it's always been where like we appreciate both, and honestly, we like both, right? So it's never been I had to pick one or the other. It's always been like
That's kind of nice. You can like pick. It's like you can cherry pick from both,
yeah,
almost. Like enjoy the parts of each one you enjoy and
yeah. In
leave the
Escondido, there's a cultural center, like a really nice cultural center, like one that like a lot of money, so like
Yeah,
so they'll have
I've
like a
seen
lot of
it, but
like
I've never been there.
yeah they have like a lot of like really white cultural stuff, like what do you call it when you sing a lot,
Acapella?
musicals. No,
Oh,
more than that, more
musical.
more fancy than that.
I was just thinking white
Operas,
about
right?
it.
They'll have
Operas, yeah.
operas and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I've been there for the this
Dances.
is gonna sound like the whitest thing ever as you're saying white people shit, but like I've been there to see a ballet
Yeah, exactly,
actually.
like ballets, right? So they have like really white people stuff, and I remember
It's
going
white
to
people
school
stuff,
to
yeah.
watch those too. And they'll have like the ancient little like rural Townsend area, um, which is all really white cultural stuff. But then they'll have like Day of the Dead and the Host, all that kind of. So growing up in Escondido kind of helped me like bridge those two together and being like, yeah, both are okay.
Well,
You don't have to
actually,
be one or the other.
you don't have to pick between one world or the other. You can live in both at the same time and
Yeah,
enjoy
you can
both.
get more time off.
That's a really, really beautiful outlook, Felix, to be honest.
Try to stay positive.
I know you do. I know you do. Doesn't make it easy, but it is a beautiful perspective. Like the two can exist at the same time and still be good. Like you don't have to compete. How do others perceive you compared to how you see yourself?
Hmm.
That's a deep one.
I think others perceive me like in a really positive light, as you keep saying.
Yeah.
Because again, I do get my shit done. I do get my work done. Not lazy, and I do what I say that I'm gonna do.
You're a person of
I
your
was
word.
like, I'll help you whenever you need help. 3 years later, hey, I need to move. All right, let's do it.
You literally like, I'll help you move when
I
you
haven't
need to
talked to me
move.
in
I
three
was like,
years,
it's
but
gonna
yeah,
be a
I'll do it.
while.
This wasn't
But
even
now
like
you're
you didn't even
dating
tell me
Kylie,
Kylie
so
was
look how
there.
that
You
worked
didn't tell me
out.
Kylie was there. Apparently, I was like, nah, I'll just do it for you. me and Kylie were talking about that because you told her I was gonna be there, but you didn't tell me. You fucking
I didn't.
asshole. No.
I'm sorry for laughing. I didn't realize I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad, bro. My bad.
hmm
What if you showed up though? You would have been maybe more shy, or no? You would have been all like in
well,
at
I would
that
have been
point
kind of
already.
like, oh shit, maybe I should take a
You've been
shower.
calculating and planning ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad. I'm sorry.
Because
I,
one of
I
the days I
did,
showed up just with my work stuff, like right out of work.
dude. She thought you looked so hot that day though, so I did you a solid.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. I heard all about it. Don't worry.
Um, but that's kind of how like people perceive me, and I'm glad that I have the friend group I have, encouraging, like me. They're supportive. But the
Yeah.
way I see myself is kind of like how much of this is like myself and how much is like the effort that I've put into working hard and right because there's like a separation between who I am now as a person who's
hmm
helped people in the past to get to where they are and how I am
hmm
myself as like a person who has deep insecurity stuff like that. Travel. Like my friends did a Japan trip and that kind of stuff, and they were talking about, gotta do that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense to me. It's like you can have a positive attitude, but like it's got to be a very isolating and kind of lonely experience too in that regard.
Yeah, like it. Sometimes it really doesn't matter how much money.
Yeah, you don't have like the freedom that you would want.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
that sucks.
maybe I do a Japan trip and
I'm full
as
of
a
it.
like advanced pro. There's like it's,
Maybe you can take Kylie. She would love that. That makes sense. Okay, now we're getting closer to here. All right, next section. What are you most proud of about your journey?
I think graduating
Yeah,
with like in computer science because I see like not a lot of my people have done it at all.
yeah, that's
It's
huge.
difficult.
Literally,
And my mom
it's
was very proud
difficult.
of it. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to walk because of the whole not COVID thing.
Oh,
I
you graduated
graduated during COVID. I didn't
COVID,
even
so
get to
you
walk. I
didn't
just
get
got my
a.
shit in the mail and said good job.
And your mom would have loved showing up.
Yeah,
She would have freaked out and been like in the front row, probably. Like if
yeah.
she could. That's so sweet.
After I
But that,
graduated, she told me like I did ask, thought you were just doing this for fun. I'm like, oh fuck, mom, come on. I didn't think you were gonna graduate. I'm like, oh, thanks.
you're like working 2 to 3
Yeah.
jobs. That is such that tells me everything about Mexican culture right there. That's so like
Well,
yeah,
it's not
yeah, I just worked two
unfounded.
to three jobs and fucked off at college for fun.
Again, it's not unfounded. A lot of our family members who attempted kind of
No, no,
sad.
no. I just mean that's funny to me. Like I get it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be the first person in my family to get a bachelor's too. A lot of attempts have been made. I get that.
Mhm.
I graduate in the fall, motherfuckers.
Let's do
Finally.
it. Let's do it.
Let's go. But yeah, no, I get that completely. Like you're just like, okay, yeah, we'll see how long this plays out. Kind of
I'm
like
trying
I
to
have a
push
cousin going to school. I'm like, we'll see how long they're in school. Like, yep. So
yeah, I'm trying
like I hope
to push Kylie
yeah,
to get her bachelor.
I know. I think if she was in a more financially like stable situation, she would
Well,
totally
the thing that I told her, like, hey, once your thing with your sister is done, we should move it together. Don't tell anyone.
okay.
Hopefully my DACA is renewed because I have enough money saved up. I think it's like a big problem. I'm planning on paying
Yeah.
somebody else's law degree. Why not Kylie's at this
Yeah.
point, right?
Well, and
Um,
she could re-enroll at Cal State, which would be the easiest and fastest path to
yeah,
graduation. So
it's
that would be
really yeah. She just
basically
needs like
perfect.
stability for a year, right?
Yeah, like literally, that's it. She just needs that support system, which she's never even had. So, like, yeah,
So I told her, hey, let me get my DACA. Hopefully everything's settled. I have enough money. You don't really have to
I love
do much
that
except
so much.
focus on your shit.
Oh,
and then I can be the house husband. Let's go! It's a whole con. It was a whole plot.
but
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, I just used you for citizenship, and now I get to be a stay-at-home house husband.
Yeah.
You can go work.
You get to have the high-paying job. I'm gonna go to sleep.
She would probably be like, "That's fine. I'm gonna make more money than you in 5 years." And she'd be like, and then she would be because it's her. I know.
Yeah. She's a hard worker. She does a lot. She knows how to talk to people. And
And
honestly,
she's
like once
smart.
you that's the thing. Like once you graduate and get like a job in tech, you don't really need to be that smart, depending on the job you want. It's honestly really sad. Like it's like a hoop you have to jump over to just kind of prove you can do it, but you don't really. Once you get the job, it's kind of like it's automatic.
Sorry for laughing. No,
One of my seniors says like we really need a tester. They just need a high school diploma, and then he's thinking maybe not that. But so many people keep failing the interviews for one reason. They just can't fail like a critical question.
see,
Hey,
I
you have a
can nail
problem.
those.
Like, hey, you have a
Yeah.
problem. How long would you wait to tell someone about it? And then they're like, oh, like 2 months? No, just ask. Just talk to the people around you. What are you doing?
As soon as I can't figure out how to solve it,
Yeah, like I mean,
as long
take a
as I
day,
can,
take a day or two. We would accept
right? I
that.
would
Maybe
try
a
to solve the
week at
problem, and
most.
then
But
if I
like, hey,
can't, I would ask. Like,
just ask if you're a junior. Don't wait.
you don't learn your job if you don't ask
Well, also you're
questions. Like,
burning money.
that too.
We're
That
paying
too.
you.
I didn't think of it. We're paying you not to know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you look like a dipshit in an interview.
Because again,
Oh
my
my God.
company started trusting me enough to start interviewing. Right.
That's
I had to learn
awesome.
what we're looking
How
for.
dumb people are.
Oh
Oh my
yeah, and
God,
how
they're
dumb people
so
are.
bad. My dad worked in HR, and he used to tell, like, because he taught me how to interview growing up. So I always interview well, and I always get like the position. Like I've never, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah. I can see
he's
that.
told me some of the stuff people say, and I'm just like, what?
No, it's been bad. But yeah,
Dude, I don't know how you deal with idiots all day. I could not. I could not. Okay, sorry. Uh-oh. That is okay. What has helped you stay strong through all your challenges?
I think my mom.
Aw,
She
that's
shares
sweet.
a lot with me, a lot of her trauma, prejudice she's had to face as Mexico,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously
That
seeing
is
her
cool.
work as hard as she, kind of like, why would I be lazy? I'm always working.
Aw, I get that completely. I think that's a beautiful sentiment.
She is crazy.
What is it the saying familisma? Familisma? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Familia
Damn
is a
it!
word.
No, familia is family, but familisma is like family above all else. Like not what it's like where your family. I'm gonna look it up. Maybe it's not the right language. Emphasizing intense loyalty, reciprocity, and solidarity towards your nuclear family. Placing
Familia.
family needs above individual interests.
I haven't heard that one.
Familismo. I'm saying it wrong. That's why.
Yeah, I haven't heard. But
You ever heard the word
I don't think
familismo either?
again
Fair
because
enough.
me and my mom have had this argument because I'm like, yo, you really should have brought me into this world kind of deal, right? Because this shit's just suffering, and she's like gets depressed about it. Kind of understands kind of argument. But I
Yeah.
don't have that respect towards my mom because she's my mom. Like this
Yeah.
is not like a familiar bond, or like her as a person, individual.
It's like she's a genuinely badass person that you respect.
Yeah, exactly. I don't respect her as a mom. In fact, I think she's not a great mom. But as a person, she's shown me a lot.
That makes total sense to me, what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel the same way about my mom. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. Okay. Your mom's kept you like grounded in the process.
Well, I've kept her grounded in retrospect, reflecting on that, kept me grounded. There's that.
That makes sense. So you've kept her like grounded because you're like the stability. You're like the stable child she can look at and see like, hey, look, he's succeeding and doing what I've worked so hard to set up.
She's going back
And
to
that
college
kept her
actually,
grounded.
which is funny.
He is.
Yeah, she's going to college to take English. She's always
Oh
wanted.
my god, you like inspired her. Look at you.
I do that to people.
You little inspirational dreamer. Loving it.
I dream so that others.
I'm here for it. I had a dream.
Oh
Martin
no,
had a dream.
the whitest woman I know. I had a dream.
That's why I said it. I couldn't resist.
You're good.
You're welcome. In case you needed a pep talk for today. The whitest woman I know. Actually, that's fair. I probably am. Um, let's see. Let's see. Okay. What do you wish more people understood about your experience?
Just the difficulty that there is no path to citizenship. Because I can do everything correct, but that doesn't mean
Yeah.
anything's gonna still getting held at gunpoint by the government, right? Whether next 4 term looks good or looks bad doesn't really matter to it.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna directly quote that in my paper. That was research worthy response, but from the heart, that's shitty and sucks because you're stuck in limbo. And I actually never knew that till today. I thought pathways to citizenship would be easier, not harder.
And all of it is just basically, hey, I'm gonna deport you and you can work.
And it's like it makes the left look good because they're like, "Ooh, look at all these nice things we're doing," even though they're not. And it makes the right be like, "We're getting free money, so we'll shut the fuck up."
Or like, oh, we're slowing their progress down, guys. We're they're not gonna.
That makes sense. That's crazy. I'm really glad I've actually been learning from this, I think, more than I will from the paper. This is amazing. I meant from like, how to write the research and do all the peer review shit. But
DACA
this is just
is complex.
I had no idea how complex it was. My professor was really excited. She was like, "You found someone that's DACA to interview?" I'm like, "Yeah." Because she said I had to pick multicultural. It had to be someone like from another culture or a different language. It had to be two different things, like two different religions. So I was like, well, he's Mexican, had like, who grew up in Mexico. So his first language was Spanish and he's a dreamer. So she's like super pumped and like approved the paper immediately.
She's like, a not white person. Let's go.
Finally. Yes. So, okay. We're almost to the end. If you could change one thing about the immigration policy system or immigration policy in general, what would it be?
Um,
That's loaded, I know too. Damn.
there's definitely a lot of things, but having a path to because again, a lot of us have been here since childhood. We're fully integrated. Some have degrees. Some have businesses that are employing U.S. citizens, right? Some of us are
That's
paying
crazy.
for the
Yeah.
lives of U.S. citizens just based on taxes alone, right? And with the slowdown in DACA recently that's happened in the Trump administration, those things kind of end. That makes the economy worse for everyone, right?
Yeah.
So had there been some actual stability, including myself.
You're already showing you're giving back to the economy. So, like,
well, and we're in a really hard time in the economy right now. I don't think trying to end this is a good thing to do.
no. Not
Again,
at all.
Donald Trump on actual has gone on to say that these people are not even integrated. We aren't fully integrated.
Yeah, you basically are citizen presenting without citizenship. You've lived here your whole life.
So if there was something I had to change, some sort of path to citizenship.
Because right now,
Because
DACA is
you have to use
frozen.
some other method. Use some other.
What do you mean by some other method? Like you would change the law or you'd give a different path? Completely?
Well, let's say, hey, you had DACA for 15 years, you have a bachelor's or a X
You have
amount
a
of
clean
money,
record. Yep.
clean record. But sure, let's naturalize you, start you on the path, give you a green card,
That makes
whatever.
sense.
Something like that. Because you
Yeah.
proved you're a stable person, you proved that you're giving back, proof that you're making
And you've
an
proved
effort.
your loyalty to your country. Like,
Exactly.
so that makes total sense to me. Yeah, that's logical.
I mean, because as I am, again, I'm fairly loyal to the United States. One of the first, like right before I even graduated, I got offered an internship at Northrop Grumman. If I worked at Northrop Grumman, I don't think how much more of a loyalty I could show as an engineer, right? Putting
Right.
my C++ knowledge into F-22 Raptor.
That's commitment
Yeah.
to the cause.
So again, so many military defense contractor companies have reached out to me. Raytheon.
And you just can't work because you can't do the
I
clearance. That's
can't do it because of
crazy.
security. So
And the
if I could,
majority
I
of San
would,
Diego's
because I just want
most
stability.
programming is military contracting for
Well,
like
a good
drones
chunk
and
of
shit.
it in San Diego, definitely.
Here in this area, yeah. That
Um,
sucks.
So if I could, I definitely would, but I can't. Just,
Yeah.
I guess I bag a baddie.
Till I bag a baddie. You already bagged a baddie. Now you just gotta lock her down.
We'll see how that goes. Again, it also feels bad because
Hey,
obviously I have to date the U.S. citizen, right?
I know, but
But it's kind of
that you
like
guys liked each
stuff
other
in the
anyways. Just
well, I
worked
always
out that
liked her.
she's
Did I tell you how I tried to approach her on her first time that I saw her? No, she didn't tell you either. That's funny. Oh my god.
I think she said you tried to hit on her maybe or talk to her, but I don't
Yeah, I
remember
tried to
what she
talk to
told.
her after class, when we were taking her dad's class together. She was sitting down like right outside class on the floor.
Yeah.
And she was like playing Tree of Savior on her computer. And again, I don't talk to any girls, antisocial as fuck, but I'm like, oh, she's really pretty though. Talk to her. And it didn't click in my
She
head
means
that
you.
her last name was Slater and the professor was Professor, so it did not click in my head. So then I approached her and I started talking to her, and she was like, kind of like looking at me but not looking at me, kind of thing. I'm like, shit. But that's how that went. First time talking to a girl in Palomar College, and it was Kylie.
Oh, hey, the first girl you hit on in college is now your girlfriend, so I'd say you've had a good stroke of luck.
Yeah. My name.
Nailed it.
Oh yeah. Anyways, I forgot to tell you before we cut off.
Yes.
To talk to your beloved son, get him to sleep.
Well, yes.
Yeah, Professor Slater. Yeah, he took me out of class a couple of times because he's like, your code is really good, but this was really bad. He like personally come talk to me and like, hey, what's going on? Are you doing okay? Kind of stuff. I was like, am I cooked, man? I never knew if I was like a good programmer or a bad
Dude, I'm
programmer.
afraid of her dad. I would be afraid of him.
Yeah, imagine him taking you out of class, like, hey,
That's why I was like,
Felix,
no,
can we
dude,
talk
that
after
would like
class?
be like pierce my soul, terrifying.
I don't think he took anyone else out of class.
That means he had respect for you though and thought you were a good programmer.
Yeah, but like
He's only hard on people he thinks are good. He's like hard on a Kylie like that too.
Yeah, but like some of the programming like assignments I would do really well. They had time to focus on it. Some of them I would rush because hey,
You're working two jobs.
Exactly.
And you're learning to balance it.
And then it would just be complete shit, right? But he's like, I don't know if he was wondering if I was cheating or not because the code quality was all over the place. But yeah, that's why I was like, oh shit.
Did him calling you out like that help you get more focused though? Or no?
I would say not really. I would just get more stressed because I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because then you'd be anxious and you couldn't focus at all. Okay, that makes sense. I was just curious if it helps you like in a mentory way or if it just because if Slater called my code out, I'd just be panicky about writing my code.
He
Then I would
never actually called my code out. He just was like he would. So I never would say like, oh, your assignment is bad or good or whatever.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Only
Curious.
later did I find out that was her dad, and I was like, "Oh shit, maybe he's me hit on her daughter or something." And he's like, "Hey, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly."
He's like, "How are you doing?"
Exactly.
Like that's really
And
what
then
was
me
going
not
on.
knowing they're like, father and daughter, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing
He's
pretty good.
sizing
How
you
are you
up.
doing?" Giving me death threats, and I'm just being a fucking idiot.
He's like, "I will murder you in your sleep, sir." Exactly. Okay, sorry. Okay, I have only a handful of questions left. I'm gonna lock in because it's getting late.
Yeah.
What would a more fair system look like to you?
I think if there was a path to citizenship, we're obviously able to show like, hey, it's been 15 years. I haven't broken any
Let's roll
major
up on this
laws.
bitch.
Maybe like I've
Yeah.
done a little bit of speeding, but I have my bachelor's, paid my tax from maybe having a path to citizenship.
Wow.
Because I mean, H1B, it's basically the same
Yeah.
requirements as.
Yeah, like an H-1B would be a faster path to
Oh
citizenship
yeah,
for you
it
at this
would.
point. Could you get an H-1B at this point with your DACA expired?
Actually, I could. Yeah.
Or-
Well, with my
You
DACA
should
expired,
see.
yes, I can do it. But also when I have current DACA, I can also.
Oh, I didn't know you could do both. That's cool.
But it is
Well,
a
that's kind
lottery
of
system,
interesting.
so that's the problem.
I did not know that. Okay, that makes sense. So you're like, so it's just a matter of whether you get it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you wish educators or professionals understood about students and like dreamers' experiences like yours?
I'm kind of happy that educators don't really know too much about it. They don't treat us right.
Yeah, you're not
Obviously,
going
we
to get
have our
the
own
hand
struggles and
holding.
our things. We don't get like special, whatever, right? So I'm kind of glad that they're oblivious because they can treat me like. Sometimes it's
That makes
out of
sense. Like
privilege.
you like don't want them to treat you different. So in a way, them kind of being oblivious makes them treat you just like an everyday citizen, which is what you would want.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think the only recent thing, like, hey, like for example, my work before I left, they established a system like, hey, these regions ICE cannot get into them. So common shared areas with log and the restroom. If ICE comes in, I go in one of them. They lock it.
That's
So
amazing.
educators, if they wanted to, system.
That is
Because
actually really cool.
they were going around school holding the parents that were trying to pick up.
Oh my god. Wait, for real? I thought you were saying like people going around schools educating about this, but wait, that's crazy. That's
That's not
really sad.
necessarily for me, but just
Yeah, no, but what you're saying is really cool. Like, one way you could resist
I
like
didn't see the picture
deportation.
of the little kid had his parent held up. He was like wearing like a little blue hoodie, like little kid, maybe like 7, 8 years old, standing. His dad getting deported. It's really
I saw one of like a kid watching their grandparent, but I haven't seen that one. No, that's fucking gonna wreck me.
The other thing, there's been like 56. Well, there's been like 230-ish DACA people that have been deported. Actually, because ICE doesn't care and they'll deport even citizens at this point.
So do the DACA people get to come back, or they fucked once they're deported?
Recently, there was a judge who said you need. So some of them did come back. Some of them
But
were
will
left
they? Is the
behind because
question,
they
and how
had
will they
actual
come
criminal
back?
or deportation. And it was
Wow.
funny on r/Reddit. They were like, oh, one of them tattooed their like a Trump thing on his arm, right? And he's like, I thought I would be saved. Some people are not intelligent. That's all I'm gonna say. You can put me down on record.
Oh my god!
Some people
I
will
saw
vote
that
against
the
their
guy,
best
the owner of Trump Burger, got deported, and I laughed for like a week.
interest.
I'm like, even you weren't protected. You named your company after him.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Trump's crazy, but
Well, again,
hang in
Trump's
there,
crazy, but
Congress.
it exposes the craziness. Don't realize.
Yeah, he appeals to people for a reason. You're right. A very good point. Okay, I'm in my 2 closing questions. Let's do this
Do it.
before I end up eating these nachos and forgetting.
I know it was so good.
Natal
been
just
drinking
made
this
me
entire
eat because I
time.
forgot.
You
They're
need to
so
eat. You
good.
need to eat.
I will. I will. I mean, I had like a light dinner with Axel. I'll eat dinner now. But is there anything about your experience that you feel is often overlooked?
My personal experience, again, I don't like to think too much, but I think for the average DACA person, a lot of them would take more opportunities if they were offered those.
That
They could be culture where they themselves see these, and therefore they love. Like
so
all
you
your
feel
dreams
like
have
they
broken
don't
down.
have the mindset that,
Exactly.
or like the resources, or like the people there that basically are like, hey, this is how DACA works, and you're protected, and you can go down this path instead.
Because as it is, like a lot of people, even in DACA, will go into manual labor jobs, even though they're smart or whatever, because they don't want to take the risk. It's
Mm,
incredibly risky to go into something and be ripped away.
that makes sense. Yeah.
And again, I'm experiencing that. Hey, lost my job. Trump decided to deprioritize DACA away from my.
That's crazy to me. I'm so sorry you're going through that. That
Oh, you're not gonna be
sucks.
sorry about that. Unless you
I
voted
mean,
for Trump.
I'm glad you have a savings account and you're set up, but that's insane to me. Like, if you had told me 5 years ago or 3 years ago that this would be happening, I wouldn't have believed it. Like, before he was running for office again. So crazy. Um, that makes sense. So thank you. That's a unique. You gave me some unique perspective tonight. I really like it. Okay, I have last serious question and then one fun question left, and then we're done. Is there anything you'd like to share that I didn't ask about?
Um, how that affects like my family dynamic.
Okay, yeah.
But again, there's a lot going on. Hey, my dad is turning, or he turned 60, but he's doing a celebration where we travel.
Wow, yeah.
Me and my sister are struggling, but she's married, been married. Hard to get it. My little brother, he could have gone if he wanted to. He's smart, but he's really.
Is he DACA too, or was he born? I thought he was
He's a
born
U.S.
here.
citizen. But
He's a citizen.
he went into the Marines, trying to help. It's kind of like a lot of the stuff with our immediate family has gone a certain way.
You're like pigeon, not to go comp sign you, but you're like pigeonholed into this like role or
Well,
this scenario, or like these
I
only
was the weirdo.
options.
I was a stranger. Like, had it been where I was a normal person,
That makes sense. That
and I
makes
did do
sense.
painting houses 2 years,
And yeah,
but I just decided, fuck it, dog. We all
we like, okay, I'm DACA. Let's go. Let's do this.
do this. I wasn't even thinking about like, hey, you wear DACA. I was just thinking, fuck it, just get it for no reason at all.
I love that for you. Actually, that's
And I'm
amazing.
glad I did. But I'm sure a lot of the have definitely retired, and a lot of people have retired. Lots of nurses. they've gone higher than they would have.
That makes sense.
More people need to do more, especially if you have more the path to citizenship. More people would.
Do you think it's a lack of like knowledge and access to knowledge, or do you think it's a lack of like role models, or do you think it's kind of both?
It's a lack of legislative will.
That makes sense.
Again, because the
Legislative will.
Democrats
I
have
like
the
that.
power to have some sort
Yeah.
right, but they never do
Yes.
because the
Yep.
Republicans could have ended it whenever they wanted to, especially right now, right, where they have the power of the Congress and Supreme Court and
But they like the cash cow.
Senate, and they have power over.
They have the majority. You're right.
They could have definitely ended it, but they won't because hey, it's beneficial to. So we're stuck in this limbo. We're stuck in this hell cycle. Like, unless you want
Neither
to
side
deal
is
with the
helping.
uncertainty, all dreamers really is.
Yeah, because that makes sense to me. Because of the, like you said, the uncertainty of it makes it so nobody really wants to pursue the dream.
It doesn't make sense. Right now, I'm experiencing why.
Because what's the point? Might be the mindset.
Well, now I could work under the table, go paint houses or whatever that is, right? And then people who have been doing painting since then, like for 15 years, they're senior. They're getting paid like 30, 40 as
Yep.
opposed to who's getting
paid. Yeah, exactly. No, that makes sense. Whereas like that's a stable income and you don't know that what you have is stable. Yeah. That's you're dreaming more than you're a dreamer is what you're saying essentially. It's a dream, but you're not a dreamer. That makes sense.
So for a lot of them, yeah,
Kind of depressing. Yeah.
We have the opportunity, but if we want 2 year cycle, every 2 years.
So it's riskier for you to actually go for the dream, essentially. A lot of people don't take that risk because of the instability.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Dude, I've learned so much. I think I've learned more tonight than I have all semester. So thank you.
Well, again, I'm sure your class doesn't focus on DACA.
Oh no, I just meant all semester altogether. I'm in a diversity and social justice class.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything because this is recorded, but you know, it's a good time. But last question. I have to give you a fake pseudonym. Do you want to be a girl or a guy, and what do you want your fake name to be?
I think I should be a guy.
I think you should too, because it impacts the experience differently. Yeah. Yeah, you did say a lot about your sister and about being a guy. So yeah, we'll go there.
Well, you can definitely say like the relation.
Yeah.
But I think obviously I don't want to go with Jose.
That's literally your brother's name too.
That's literally my brother's name. Yeah. Jose
You're gonna pseudonym your brother, and then he's gonna get deported, even though he's a citizen.
Yeah. Well, first they'd have to find the right Jose among the millions.
True. Jose Ferreira could be like a million men, so we got that.
I mean, you could just give me George with a G.
What? You're gonna be George? You're gonna be a white dude's name in my paper? All right.
George is the white name you give someone that born here who's
Jorge.
Jorge, but you give him George.
Okay, Jorge. Okay, George. I can work with that.
Okay. Do I get a question?
Yes.
Okay, can you spin your computer around? Am I within earshot of anybody else?
My boyfriend, that's it.
Okay.
I don't think he can hear you though. Why?
That's fine. I think I got
Oh, were you gonna ask if we were dating?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He's cool.
Good job on your end.
I kept trying to keep him in the party. Wild, crazy man.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like,
Yeah,
why were you trying to wander off without him?
don't do this.
What
Come
are you doing?
back.
I'm gonna
He's
touch him with my healing touch. Maybe touch his butt a
Aw,
little bit.
come save my boyfriend,
Exactly.
please. I hooked you up with a girlfriend. Now you gotta come save my.
Mhm. This is why we're in the upper echelons of the.
This is why we're the nobility class. We
Exactly.
got this.
We have done an arranged relationship for one person. You gotta help me do the same. Yeah.
Look, I helped you find happiness. Now you gotta fix my problem.
Fine. But then
I
we'll
got you,
deduct
bro.
at
I got
least
you.
3 cows.
3 cows.
Mhm. Like
What about a
15
silver
silver.
piece?
15 silver.
Oh, you caught my Jewish ass trying to barter there. No, you're like, no, that's not enough.
Okay, 14. Oh, not enough? 20 silver pieces. I got you. Okay, you have to eat. And then I
Yes,
gotta
it is
package up
midnight.
these
We better
recordings.
go to bed. Can you send me those recordings, please?
Yeah.
And do you have my email?
I don't have your email. I'll send it. I can.
Okay, I'll
send
text it
to
to you as soon as I
Gmail.
get off here. Mine's
Okay,
a Gmail too, so I got you.